Check, check, 1, 2, check, check. What's up, Thatchet? How you doing? Welcome, friendo. Glad to see you. All right, let's see if we can get this thing going here. All right, welcome, everybody. How are we doing? Thatchet, good to see you. Lisa, hi, how are you doing? Doing good? I'm glad to hear that. Welcome, everybody. It's Thursday. What is it? July 1st. Holy heck. Happy Canada Day to all our Canadian friends and family. Much love to you all. Hope you all had a good day. In light of recent events, I just want to let you know that I stand in solidarity with you guys. You know, definitely hoping the best. It's not pretty right now, but I definitely will be with you guys in spirit and hope for the best, you know, outcome that can be possible, and wishing much safety to everybody who's dealing with a lot of the fires and then the ugliness that's going on. Much love from our house to yours. So, Vodders, hi, how you doing? Welcome to this episode. I'm doing pretty good, Thatcher. Thank you for asking. Lisa, how are you? Welcome, everybody. So today we're going to just get back into BuffoonCraft. Got a few things to show you guys, and then we just got a whole mess of terraforming to do for the new Opera House project. Oh, Lisa. Thank you so much for subscribing. That's 2 months. Holy heck. Yes, how the time flies. It absolutely does. Bot should be working again. Yes, yeah, looks like it is. And you got to test out some of my new sounds. I've done quite a few little background things that some of you may notice. It might be hard to kind of recognize all those changes that I've made, but throughout the course of the stream, hopefully you can pick up on some of those things, such as the sub notification, which, Lisa, thank you so much again. I really appreciate your subscribing. And that, you got to be the first one to test that out for me live, so that's really cool. It's really special. Thank you so much for doing that. I'll probably have more because some time wouldn't be counted. Oh, okay, yeah. That could be true, Thatcher. 3 hours doesn't seem like much at all. Did you change your name recently or something? Or maybe it's just the bot being stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there were a better way to correct that. But anyway, let me make sure the software is loaded up for our in-game chat. And get into... There we go. All right. Your RAM came in. Nice. And you have it installed? That's sweet. I read your message, Lisa, so I didn't reply. I've been really bad with that lately. I'll read and I'll think, what should I say about that? And then I'll get distracted and forget about coming back to it. Yeah, look at you. 20 hours? That's quite a bit. But it feels like you've probably watched a little bit more than that. So maybe there is something wrong. Let's go to the live screen before I forget to do that. Only have my sub for 1 more month now. Oh, okay. That's it. Well, good luck to you, friendo. Maybe you'll get awarded one. Let's see. Let's get into the game here. Log on to the server. I'm gonna crank up the music just a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, check that out. It's nighttime, but I have a bed right in front of me. Sweet. Okay, good. So it looks like I'm the only one on here at the moment. Quite a few of the buffoons that actually participated in another event that occurred today that I was not able to attend. It looked pretty awesome. Looks like they were trapped inside of a guardian temple or something like that. It was pretty cool. Well, curious if any of you were able to hang out with any of the other buffoons and check out that event. You're fine. I know you're busy. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you understanding. Are you using Lunar Client? I'm not. Just using Fabric. And with Fabric, we were able to load Mumble. And Mumble is the proximity chat server that we're using so that we can talk to each other in-game a little bit more seamlessly. It's really handy. It's just a lot of fun too, the whole proximity effect. That meaning that, you know, your voice or the volume of the person you're talking to will change according to how far away they are from you. And also you get like a stereo effect where you can actually hear what direction they're coming from as well. It really adds a whole like other element to the gameplay. I love it. Highly recommend. Yeah, it seems fun. That's pretty cool. Follow it. Yeah, that's okay. So you've been following for about a month now. That seems about right. Hope you all had a good day. I had a fun trip the last couple days. It's awesome to be home. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Hey, Shut. What's up, man? Oh, there, Mr. Toxic. How's everything going today? Going very well, friendo. How about you? Looks like you guys had a whole mess of fun with that event tonight. Seem to involve raiding like a guardian temple. That's pretty cool. But yeah, good to see you, man. Chop down this tree. I hate chopping down the really big ones. It's like I feel almost like I'm chopping down like a redwood or something out in the woods. And I'm definitely someone who's kind of looking more towards sustainability as far as infrastructure goes. What do I plan to do for 1,000 followers? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not even sure if we'll get there, you know? I mean, we're close. It's we're at 780 followers. That's pretty awesome. But I'm not too worried about it. I'll be happy when we hit 800, and then I'll be happy when we hit 900, and then for 1,000, like when we hit 900, then I'll start thinking about it. But it's best not to even think about that so much. Like, I don't even have my viewer count on, because I'd rather not be too concerned about that kind of stuff. Like, I just gotta focus on having fun and being entertaining and hanging out with you guys, trying to follow along with the conversation, you know what I mean? Seen part of it from Chris Stream. Nice, Lisa. It was very interesting to say the least. Cool. But again, I was installing my new RAM into my PC. Okay, that's awesome. That's pretty cool that you did it all on your own. Good job, Lisa. I'm happy for you. Have you already used the computer since you installed the RAM? I mean, I don't want to just assume you're using that computer right now. But let's go collect our goods. Hey, we got an enchanted bow from that sucker. Let's see. Not great, but not terrible. We could combine these two and... You know what I need to do? I need to get an iron farm going at some point. Right now I'm just working a little bit on the crops. Because I realize I am going to need some bread and some stuff at some point. Some hay for hay bales. There's quite a few things I'm going to need to get going so I can have lots of that stuff in stock. The other things, I need dirt for this terraforming that I'm doing. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we need to do. But anyway, today we're just hanging out. I have a few things to show you, actually. But let me go into the base and drop this stuff off, and then we'll talk about some of that. It's very interesting. Okay. When did you start streaming? Myself? I just started about 10 minutes ago, Thatcher, if that's what you're asking. I even got 2 webcams working on my stream elements on my own, too. Nice! Only took me a few hours to do the cams. Oh, Lisa, that's awesome. I applaud you. I definitely do, because even I get hung up on some of that stuff, to be honest with you. And you've been amazing at reaching out and asking for help with a lot of stuff that gives you a little bit of trouble. And I really applaud you for being awesome at being resourceful in that way. I feel terrible that I'm not usually able to get back to you right away. But it's awesome also to see how you become more and more comfortable and very capable of taking care of a lot of that stuff on your own. It's really awesome. No, I mean like in general. Over a year ago. Basically, shoot, it's been over a year. Yeah. We had like an unofficial streamiversary party. We were supposed to have an official one, but then life got crazy. So I hadn't even thought about it. To be honest with you, I hadn't even thought about it. So maybe at some point we'll get one going. You know, I probably shouldn't have done that. If I need to go to the town, I'm gonna need a bucket. Alright. You know what I need to do at some point here? I need to go mining. So let's dig down, guys. Let's dig down for a little bit. Let's at least get some iron so I can cook that up, get a bucket, get rid of this, what is this? This debuff. I forget what it's called. Oh, I didn't even get the debuff. Sweet. Doesn't look like I did, at least. Okay, that's pretty awesome. He was a bannerman, so I thought I would have gotten the, I don't forget what it's called. Currently downloading a new MMO on my desktop. Right now, I'm on my laptop. Oh, okay, that's cool, Elisa. Which MMO? If you don't mind my asking. I've been wanting to get into an MMO, and I might actually join the group of friends and play some Final Fantasy 14. I'm looking forward to that. Shut says, I'm a big dummy when trying to set stuff up like that. Yeah, I know, man. Same here. And I feel like, man, I come from a background where I should have a pretty good understanding of a lot of the technical stuff, which has already afforded me a lot of, benefits when it came to starting out streaming, but then now, even to this day, stuff confuses me and it even frustrates me, and I just almost want to throw up my hands and forget it. Uh-oh. You hear that? I heard a har. Yep, there he is. Still need a mic? Okay. By the way, you always get 2 pings, but I have one on my headset. Nice. Okay, let's go down here, and I didn't really need to come down here, did I? Okay, well, let's head into town. That's what I'm gonna do. Since we're already on our way down from the hillside here, let's go into town. I'm gonna show you some stuff that we've done there recently. What is this, like a raid? Jeez, what the heck, guys? Come on, get it together, man. Let's see. By the way, I always get 2 pings when you go live, since it's you and StreamCord pinging. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize StreamCord was working. I was under the assumption that it wasn't working right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alrighty. It takes a little bit for StreamCord to make the announcement, so I will stop doing that. Thank you for letting me know about that, Thatchet. I appreciate it. I still need a mic, but I have a headset. Works fine for now. My channel is undergoing a revamp, as I call it. Yeah, that's cool. I like that, Lisa. I'm looking forward to seeing how things turn out. I will take any diary that you don't want. Cool. I'll definitely supply you with any that I have. Shut. And I'm not one of those anti-diorite people. One of those bird poopers. Like, I think diorite's legit. I mean, especially if you just crank out the polished kind. I think it's awesome. But I don't really have any specific need for it at the moment. So whatever I have, I will try and gather and bring to you at some point. It's called Swords of Legends Online, but I also have... oh, you do have Final Fantasy XIV. Sweet. Alright, cool. If you know little Cerberus, buddy of the channel, he's got a group of people that... He's been playing that pretty regularly on his stream lately, and I'm kind of excited to become a part of that. Because I've been getting the itch. I don't know if I talked about it on stream more than a couple times. I'm pretty sure I have at least once. But I've been feeling the itch, like kind of the urge. The urge to get back into World of Warcraft. Especially since Burning Crusade just came out. I was deep into that game a long time ago. Like, deep. It's a salt and pepper stone. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it kind of does look like bird poop, but I mean, if you don't think of bird poop, man, it's awesome. And salt and pepper, I like that a lot better. It is the salt and pepper block. Hey, Shut, if you're still there, okay, there, yeah, you are still there. Have you ever seen the movie Neverending Story? I have. Neverending Story. I love that movie. Dude. Do tell, why? What do you ask? Duntersalz and Turkish pepper? No. No thanks. What's up, Chris? How you doing, friendo? Well, I'm going to try the ivory tower. Oh, yes. I like it. Are you going to try and do some kind of Falcor? Like flying around or something like that? Dude. Shut. I'm happy, man. I'm excited for that. Let me supply you with all the diorite I have, and then please reach out if you need help with that. I'd love to. I'm gonna be calling upon a lot of the BuffoonCrafters to help me out with my project that I have going, the Opera House. I'm definitely gonna need a lot of help with it, and I already have lots of plans. I'm even trying to think about what I may do for some of the specific buffoons and how their talents may help me specifically. Just let me know if you'd like to participate in that, and well, I'll let you know how I can use some help. But like Chris, I've already got an idea for someone who has knowledge of redstone. I'm not quite sure if you know anybody. I'm gonna try the avatar. Magnificent. Thanks, Chris. I'm a certified chef by nature, so everything is a reference to food to me. Oh, nice, Lisa. That's sweet. I didn't know that. That's really cool. So, guys, I have something cool to show you. We now have a fully functional canal system to travel about Chronicle. Let's check this out. It's pretty sweet. I might have checked it out a little bit during last stream, but this thing is really looking good now, with plenty of directions on how to get to different places. So I love this. This is courtesy of Chris the IT guy, as a matter of fact. What are you supposed to do with the glowberries? Not too much with them, other than they glow, and then they're like a vine. You can climb up and down them, as far as I understand, which in itself is pretty useful. Yeah, this canal system is pretty cool. I mean, you see me go that way. That's how usually I go to access my base. So we'll take the canal system the other direction now. What's pretty neat about this is that it's been awesome actually being restricted to the ground and not having access to our elytra yet, or the end in general, so as to get elytra, because it's neat that we're forced to have to incorporate these other methods of travel. And it really makes you, it forces you to, you know, actually really appreciate. Well, it's making me appreciate having an elytra, but, you know, but for sure, I'm appreciating. Oh, canal stop trading hall. Dude, love it. I love this. You can eat them too. Yeah, that's right. Trading hall XP farm. Dude, rock on. Perfect. Love it. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, I love that. Okay, perfect. Hey, is spider spawner down? Actually, I do need spider spawner because I need some string. I also need to think about enchanting some of my armor and other stuff. At some point, I will. Like, I would prefer to have some protection 4 on that helmet. Yeah, there, we got a lot of commands. We should put the spider spawner on the network. Oh, that's right. Heck yeah. In fact. Oh. Hey. Chris the IT guy is now on the server. Why, hello there. You what? Oh, hey, we got an anvil. Heck yeah. Let's see, do we have... I wonder... What does this guy sell? Okay, I need a good helmet. But this guy only does protect... No, you walk. You, huh? Dude. Let's see. I got diamonds in here. Let's just make a helmet. Boom. We're gonna make a helmet. And then we're gonna enchant it. And it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna put some protection 4 on it, because I love me some protection 4. Alright, we need some unbreaking. Let's see if there's any free books available. Snag one of those. Mending, snag one of those. I want some protection 4. Where is protection 4? I thought we had protection 4. I just skipped right over it, didn't I? Yeah, wait. Blast. There it is. It's right in front of me. Like a dingus. Okay, perfect. We just need some thorns. Thorns 3 would be cool. Infinity on the bow would not be too bad. However, okay, yeah, that's not terrible. Infinity. I do need to get a cool sword going, too, now that I think about this. Flame. Flame would be cool to have on the bow. So we're going to have them breaking... Actually, let me go ahead and get the bow going first, probably. But I probably don't have the levels for this, now that I'm thinking about it. Ugh, I've probably gotten way too ahead of myself. And I already have some books set aside for some other armor I already like had mapped out, and I was short of levels there. Okay. Takes too long to grind for levels, so we're just gonna put everything back. That's gonna be off-stream stuff. We'll do that later. At least the infinity. If I can get that and flame on my bow, I would be pretty happy. So infinity cost me 4 levels. I have 6. Flame costs 2. So perhaps if I were to combine the two for less than, all right, that's not too bad. Let's, I need a better bow. This is all not going to do very well. Let's go check out the spider spawner, get some string, and let's just make a starting bow. Let's see. I'm sorry. Oh, spider spawner at the network. Yeah. Let's see. What are the games you play besides Minecraft? Not very many, unfortunately. Let's see. Where's the spider spawner? Let's find it. So Final Fantasy XIV is one that I'm going to be playing hopefully soon. As far as any other games, I mean, it's been just I don't know, like, I took a break from it a little bit and was playing some Risk of Rain 2. That's fun. But there's just, to me, there's so much complexity to Minecraft, especially with the new update. Like, I really haven't been playing anything else. I hope I'm on the right track to the spider spawner. I followed the sign and went this direction. I didn't notice if there was any other signs indicating a change. I've wanted to get Aurora 2 for a while. It's good. That's a solid game. I'm serious. Like, that's a really fun game. But it gets hectic. It definitely gets hectic. So I assume this is it. That was kind of a leap of faith, I realize. So this is the spooky, scary spider spawner. Cool. Yes. Don't mind if I do. Oh, heck yeah. Spider head? Heck yeah. You know, that's only got one tag on it. No. Don't be dumb. Just make one. Okay, let's see. I'm up here? What's up here? Where the spiders at? Okay, tunnel system. That way. Some stuff there. I don't see. Okay, let's borrow one of these. Make ourselves a bow. Boom. Okay. Let's murder some spiders. There they are. Heck yeah. Yeah, looks fun. Did you ever stream it? I did. I did, actually. Oh, is that a glow squid? Oh, it is. Hey, this is a spider spawner isn't 100% secure. I usually put trapdoors on top of these things too to make sure they can't actually touch you. And there appears to be a little bit of a choke point here, so we're definitely losing some efficiency. Thankfully, this is just a regular old spider spawner, though. Come on, guys. Cooperate with each other. Come on. Teamwork makes the dream work. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. You're being greedy. That's why your friends can't come through. Well, we got some string. That's pretty cool. Can use glowberries to breed glow squid. That would be awesome if you could. It would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? I think it would make a lot of sense. It's just it's a couple just up top. Sometimes that does it. Yeah, it appears that's the case. Oh, and then this glow squid. You see that? Look at the crash detection is that's hilarious. It was actually pushing me, even though this half slab should have been preventing it. So it's also the glow squids. Silly glow squids. Okay, well that bow's about to die, but I'm almost not too bothered by that right now, as a matter of fact. That glow squid, I think, is really actually causing more trouble. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, glow squid got to get away. Dang. Alright, I think we got enough levels for us to be able to go back and put a few things on the bow. I like that. Wait. Gotta go this way. Exclamation point mods. Did I do it wrong? No. I don't have that command set up. What would you like to know, Thatchet? Maybe I need to set up a command. Like, do you want to know who the mods are, or do you want to know... As Mojang indicated, what part 2 of 1.7 now? But I think it's assumed that it'll be... Actually, I think they did. They gave some kind of ambiguous date, I think, or like maybe around the holidays. So like Christmas. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's when it is. What mods? I see no mods here. Yeah, I was wondering, like, do you mean mods as in these guys, or do you mean like what kind of mods I'm using for Minecraft? Like, other than Fabric Loader, there's a Mumble client, and then I use Optifine. I use Optifine almost always. I thought it said something about December. There you go. Okay. Yeah, Thatchet. December sounds about right. I mean, they would certainly not want to have to delay it much more than that, if you ask me. Just in case somebody was down here? No? Okay. There's no mods in BuffoonCraft, only a few tweaks and changes? Yeah, exactly right. Alright, so, let's throw that sucker on the bow. Let's also get an unbreaking and see if we can stack those. Wait, we don't want the protection. We want... It would be useful to have power 5. I think there's a power 5 guy. Is there? That would be epic if there was. Frostwalker, Respiration Flame, Efficiency, where is it? I don't think we do. I don't think there is one yet. It doesn't appear that there's a power guy yet. Let's have a look. Let's make sure. That's where that Curse of Binding came from. Another fire protection, that's cool. Or the same guy that I told you about the skin things in Toxic Good Sword? Yes, hi. That's cool. Power 2. That's something. Loyalty, Protection 4. I love Protection 4. There's a Fortune 3 guy. Heck yeah. Of course, I already knew that. But I want me some power. I have the power. Or I really don't yet have the power. But I seek to have power. And I am challenged with discovering power available to me of a higher, more caliber than what I've seen so far. Knockback. Punch 2 would be cool as well. So maybe we will have to use at least that Punch 1 bow. We'll combine that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll grab do I even have the emeralds? I don't know. Alright. Let's make some room here. Do that. It stinks not having inventory space. But then again, I'm carrying around all this spruce. I really have myself to blame. Alright, let's get some emeralds here. I should probably... did you get new headphones? I did. Thank you. So I just posted 2 of my characters from Final Fantasy XIV in the picture section on your Discord. Cool. Let me see. Let me check that out. I'm actually able to switch between Discord properly now. I've corrected some of the issues that were interfering with the webcam here with the stream. So let's pause for a minute and check that out. I'll go to browsing mode. Oh, those are cool. Oh, let me do that. Cool. That looks awesome. This is my Viera, Conjurer level 10 right now. Sweet. And then that is really cool. My Mikote, Gladiator level 21 for right now. Sweet. Gladiator sounds like my type of character that I might end up rolling once I get on there. Sweet. Let's go back to live. There it is. I usually roll like the dumb warrior. I'm always just the big dumb warrior in every game, MMO, where I try to create a character. I just start with the basic. You know, I just go, you know, can he wield a sword and a shield? Yes, let's go. I'm silly like that. Alright, we were going after a power 5 guy, right? Power 2 guy. We saw a power 2 guy. And there it is. However, we don't have books. So let's wait. Come on. Work with me. Game, work with me. Hey, Sir Musturtle. How are you doing, friendo? What's up, dude? How's it going, man? You know, I read that that tweet DM a little bit more closely, friendo. Yeah, if you'd like to add me or whatever, and then we definitely do need to talk about figuring out how we can do some co-streaming. It's good to see you, man. How have you been? You streaming? Let's see, Affinity, Power 2, and what do we want to throw on there? We have this. If we were to throw Power 2 on it, okay, that would give us a Power 3 with a Punch 1. That's not terrible. And then we can, okay, I think, and that's 3 tags, so we'll save that for the end. What I will do is then, yeah, this got 2 tags on it, so we need 8 levels, which I will gather with this spawner that's right here. We'll just chat here for a minute while I wait for these guys to gather, and then I can slaughter a few of them. We'll lower the game volume so we can just chat a bit, guys, while we wait for that to happen. Okay. Hydrate, you got it. Thank you. You like being a tank too? Heck yeah. It's fun. I like being the guy who can take some hits. Like, I just like I like being a hero. I'm a simple guy. I like being a hero. So, in World of Warcraft, I love tanking because, you know, yeah, for that reason, I got to be a hero. I got to, you know, tank, meaning that you gather the attention of what the opponent is that you're fighting so that everybody else can just concentrate on killing it, and you just keep that monster's attention, and your only focus is to obviously stay alive, but you usually have to make sure that your gear is appropriate and that everything you do is to mitigate damage and, you know, just piss off the opponent as much as possible so that they stay focused on you. And, I mean, you occasionally have to do heroic stuff. Like, if you notice that somebody's attracted the attention because they've been damaging it too much, then you have to do something special to gather it back. I haven't done it in such a long time that things may have changed. But, yeah, I have a lot of fun doing that. Okay, does Discord sound good? Friend you there. And we can talk a bit closer. Yeah, that works. Go for it. Go for it, sir. I appreciate it. I think we need a trapdoor on that. Oh, we lost the trapdoor. Oh, it looked like something enchanted went in there. Oh, an efficiency 3 iron shovel. That's pretty cool. There we go. Just to make sure the young ones can't hurt you. Thank you for the hydrate, Thatchet. I think I just did it, but I'll do another one. Looks like my Gatorade bottles, which, by the way, I'm not sponsored. But it was, it's getting green screened out. Pretty cool. Alright, that's 10 levels. Let's see what we can do here. Hey, what's up, Red Panda? How are you? Thank you for the stretch. Oh, I kind of need it. Oh, I kind of hurt myself a little bit. not really hurt myself, but I used kettlebells for the first time the other day, and holy heck, those things are awesome. Ugh, but it's new to me, so it's a little bit difficult to pull off. Software, because I'm playing friends is better than doing it solo. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, we need to figure out how we can play together. Thank you for shouting out Sir Mustard. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And what up, Raiders? What's going on, Herbie? How are you, dude? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your stream? Playing some Minecraft, right? Yes. I'm like, because of reasons. Don't worry about it, dude. Hey, Raid. Yep. Thank you for shouting out, Herbie. Excuse me. Herbie Raid. Beep. I announced twice again. Yeah, Panda. I'm sorry. I just don't trust the bot yet enough. So, starting today after this stream, I will no longer make that second announcement. It's been a habit. A bad habit, I guess. I mean, actually it was a good habit, and now it's a bad habit. Because it's no longer needed, and excessive, too. So I apologize to everybody for that. I don't like to spam. I definitely don't like to ping at all if I don't have to. Especially I try not to ping everyone. I make a lot of announcements addressing everyone, but I don't actually at everyone because we've all got plenty going on IRL. Farm materials, oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, welcome in, Herbie. I'm glad you're raiding over here, dude. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, dude. Another hydrate, you got it. Innocuous. Is that how you pronounce that? Or is it Innocuous? I mean, I would think Innocuous. But correct me if I'm wrong. And welcome, friendo. Welcome, welcome. Any friend of Herbie's is a friend of mine. Glad to have you here. My name's Toxic Humors, primarily a Minecraft streamer. But I do a bit of music here and there occasionally. So we just like to have fun. I got this new key light. It's working pretty well. Looks like there's plenty of light on my face right now, so I'm actually feeling that receding hairline a bit right now on stream. Okay, so do we have enough levels to do this? I think we do. It's got 2 tags, it's 3 tags, so that's good. There won't be such a harsh penalty there. But the other bow that we wanted to incorporate has 3 tags on it already. So maybe it would be best to, combine those 2 bows now since they're equal to 3 tags already. Let's see. No, but this being 2 tags, it doesn't even matter actually. So we'll throw that. We've got an Unbreaking Infinity Flame Bow. Cool. Now let's combine that with the punch one. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That'll be a pretty good bow. All right, let's get those levels and make it happen. Let's go back to the spawner here. Cut down a few more fools. I mean, I think it's... Actually, this isn't terrible, but maybe it's still quicker just to trade with the villagers and get their levels that way. Let's see, here we go. Okay, you can watch it on Archive Panda. It's okay, no worries. Innocuous, yes, perfect. Thank you, friend. I really appreciate you doing that. It makes me feel better. Matthew Uncooked, what's up, Toxic? It's been a while. I just got back from Kenya, dude. Welcome, friendo. How are you, Kenya? Kenya, what? Oh, geez, I don't know what you mean by that. Matthew, it's glad to see you back, friendo. How's the running? How's it all going? How's life? Kenya, tell us, man. I'm sure you've got a lot of stories to share. Did you do a name change too? Let's gather these up. Let me actually combine my emeralds. Just too many emeralds. Just too many emeralds. Alright, rich people problems, I guess. Gosh. Gather those levels. Cool, that's enough. Alright. 13, that's a lucky number. I can't say I didn't see that coming. Just hoped it wouldn't come to this. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's one of those that's like right on the edge of like... Oh, jeez, Matthew. What are we gonna do with you? Hello, whoever it is, good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna help anything. I could probably just get rid of that bow. Alrighty, let's do this. There it is. Boom. Call this Toxic's bow of awesome. Boom. Alright, we got a bow. Now let's see what we need to do to get a helmet with some protection for mending and breaking on it too. That would be sweet. Actually, that'd be really cool. Let's get that going. Hydrate. Cool. There you go. Hey guys, how'd the levels? Can you hear the music? Is the microphone good? Trying to get better at enunciating properly and speaking directly into the mic, because it does help. More pumpkins. All good on my end? Alrighty. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, guys, so, as some of you know, I traveled to New Mexico recently for work. It was a lot of fun, but I I decided to score some brownie points with the mother-in-law and made a stop in Hatch, New Mexico, which, if you don't know, is like well, they're known as like the chili capital of the world, but I don't know to who exactly, because I know there's plenty of varieties of chili peppers, and maybe I think maybe India or Thailand would like to have a word. But anyway, I brought back a huge like sack of dried red chilies for the mother-in-law, and my wife isn't going to see her until like tomorrow after work, so for the meantime they're just in my truck. And as I was driving around today to do some stuff, do some work, and then, you know, go to the gym or whatever, you know, the heat here has been unbearable, and so with that big sack of chili peppers sitting in the back seat of the truck in the heat, like, my truck smells so good right now. It smells so good. Like, I'm telling you, it's like I get in my truck and I feel like I've eaten enchiladas. I love it. I'm just waiting for it to get like really bad though, where like all of a sudden my eyes start hurting because like the chili oils or whatever have now like aerosolized or whatever and get into my nostrils and stuff. That sounds good on mobile too. Rock on, Sir Mustardle. I appreciate it, dude. Spicy truck. Yeah, it literally is a spicy truck right now. It's hilarious. But it's awesome. Like, I love it. It smells so good. Like, getting these chili peppers from, you know, directly from them, like, it makes a huge difference. They are some of the tastiest. I'm telling you, like, no joke. So you know, it's like a special treat. It's like a way to reward myself too for making the trip out there, is that I get to drive back through Hatch, New Mexico, and then score all kinds of cool stuff, like the chili peppers. Excuse me. Oh, that's a cool axe. Curious. Alright, I mean, that should be enough levels to at least get protection on there. Maybe mending and breaking. Let me go ahead and use the ones that I have in here, because I think I actually did intend on... Yeah, I've already got some mending and unbreaking books in here. I don't want to get greedy here. Instead of that, let's switch these around so we can spend less levels acquiring that much. And then the helmet. Aqua Affinity would be really good to have on here too, now that I'm thinking about it. And then some Depth Strider on the boots would be amazing if we have that yet. Do we have Aqua Affinity? Respiration 3. Dude, okay. Now, you know what? We're going to spend a little bit of time working on this, guys. I need to get my gear, like, seriously in order. We need to stop messing around. You know what I mean? Let's grab some Aqua Affinity. Let's combine those two. I'm forgetting about all the good stuff. Like, I'm just trying to be, like... You know, I'm trying not to be too, greedy. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I had an extra, so we'll leave that for the cause. So we've got Unbreaking Mending, we've got Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity, and then the Protection 3. The only other thing that I can think of that would be cool to have on this helmet would be Thorns, but I didn't see Thorns on any of these guys. So I think we're gonna have to just settle for not having Thorns yet on any of our gear. So let's go ahead and throw the Protection 4 on here. Which costs us 4 levels. Then we'll combine these two. Only 7 levels. And now what do we need to do this? 12. Awesome. Not bad at all. So that means when we get Thorns, it'll only be like 20 levels or something like that to make that happen. I think it is a lot quicker, guys, just to trade with these villagers instead of killing mobs in a spawner to get levels for this stuff. It's crazy. Like, villager mechanics are awesome. And I'm starting to feel like I know a bit about that stuff. Like, maybe I can convince a couple of these guys to go home with me. And not do what you're thinking, but, like, hang out and, like, learn how to enjoy each other's presence and then make more of themselves. And, yeah, we put them to work. For some reason, that sounds like a good idea. Chris. What? Chris, happy Canada Day, friendo. From the other realm, of course. Thank you. Yes, sir. Oh, man, I love that post. What was it, an Instagram? My gosh, that looked amazing. Which, did we get a shout out for Chris the IT guy yet? I'm not sure if we did. One of you guys take care of that for me, please? Guys, I can't wait for this weekend. I'm telling you, I cannot wait for this weekend because it's like the first weekend and probably the last weekend in a long time where we don't have anything to do. Like, the wife and I were thinking about trying to plan a little trip to go somewhere just by ourselves. But then we couldn't think of where we wanted to go, and then we'd realized that we'd been so busy every weekend lately that we just want to stay home. Just stay home and do nothing. Like, 100% nothing. And I'm really excited because that means I get to play more Minecraft and then maybe stream. So keep an ear out for some announcements. Thanks, Green. I appreciate that, dude. Hey, everyone. How are you? How are you, Toxic? Yeah, it's great to see you, man. Looking great as always. I appreciate that, Green. Thank you, friendo. Thank you for shouting out, Chris. I really appreciate that, man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, how are you today, Green? Good to see you, man. Yeah, definitely. If you guys are not already following Mr. IT Guy there, what is your problem? Do so immediately, please. It would make me happy. Okay, so this is going to be Toxic's helmet of awesome. Because everything I do is awesome. And while we're at it, you know, I may just go ahead and at least throw some amending and breaking and then protection 4 on a gold helmet. Yes, I should do that. Let's do that now. Thanks, guys, for coming along for the ride here and just this wonderful trading hall simulator version of Minecraft I decided to play today on stream. I've been doing a lot of this lately. I can't wait to get my gear so it's like all set. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, I'm surviving this day, been okay, but I'm starting to feel a little bit ill. Oh no, somebody turned in for the night early. Okay, yeah. Please get rest. I hope you feel better, sir. And thanks for your help, Green. It's good to see you, man. All right. I mean, that might do it. Let's go ahead and trade the rest of those pumpkins. Now let's see. All right. We need mending and breaking protection 4 at least on those. So breaking, mending, and protection 4. Which there's plenty of. So, I don't mind if I do. Nope, other way around. Okay, 2 levels. Protection 4 and 6. Okay, 5. Cool. Throw this sucker in here. This has 2 tags on it already, so that's why that's a little bit more expensive than what I was anticipating. Still not terrible though. That will help. So let's just trade a little bit here and then get those 2 enchantments thrown on, and then we can take a break from this for a little while. I want to show you guys what's been cooking lately in Chronicle. A lot of things have been happening. Today there was another event in on the server that I wasn't able to participate in. It looked like a whole lot of fun. I don't know exactly what was the result of that, by the way. Hey, Coffee, what's up, dude? Thank you for shouting out, Lisa. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh my god, what are my dogs? Is it crazy? You know, why is that? How about you, Toxic? I'm sorry I'm late, but got the alert you went live from Twitch. Cool. Awesome, Green. Thanks, Red. Means a lot. Here we go. Thank you for shouting out, Green Dragon. I really appreciate that. I'm really good. I'm good, Green. Life is good. What's up, Coffee? Dude, how are you? Panda, you were playing some Sonic Mania. Awesome. Thank you for shouting out, Red Panda. I appreciate that, Green. Never mind, Dragon Harley, darling. Doing alright, man. How are you? Cool. Thank you for shouting out, Coffee. I'm surviving this day. Hasn't been the worst, but I'm starting to feel a little bit ill at the moment, so that's annoying. Oh no. Okay, 12. Let's see. Okay. I think that's all we needed. I forgot already. Toxic's helmet of gold. I like it. Sweet. That rocks. I like that. That rocks. We can throw thorns on these things too. The blast protection on the legs. Dang it. You know, we're just going to spend a little bit more time here because then I also forgot about Depth Strider 3. Guys, let's take a break. We'll take a break from this. Let's head up to Chronicle and so I can show you what's the latest and greatest. She was trying to eat off one of the buttons on one of my hubby shirts. Oh no! Like I wasn't working, but I wanted to stream, so I played some Sonic. Oh, okay, that's cool. Sonic Mania. That's neat. I actually have that, but I haven't played it too much. Or the one time I tried playing it, I tried playing it in full screen mode and it, like, wrecked my computer. Or it, I had to stop. I could have just used the canal system. What is my problem? No, actually, I don't want to use the canal system, and I'll tell you why. There's, again, been a few new updates to the Chronicle, specifically with the kind of central area of the village, that I'm excited to show you guys. So, I was up late, kind of working on some stuff. You know, I was probably around here just admiring Supernova Relic's building talent. But then, you know, saw that he was on. Him and a few of the other buffoons were on pretty late. Yeah, Nova. We'd been talking a little bit about building something together. You know, we just wanted to try and work together on some kind of project, and had an idea of opening a store in the central area of Chronicle, and it'd be a record store. And this is really mostly this is Supernova's idea, really, to open a record store and build it together. And I'm happy to say that we did actually decide just at that moment, let's do it. And we did, and here it is. Oh, these are interesting. So this is going to be Buffoon Step Records, coming soon. But hey, I get to watch you, Toxic here, and everyone is just helping me deal with the pain, so thanks everyone, you're all amazing. Thank you, Green, I appreciate that, dude. Some 7-Up and crackers, some sleep darling will help. Yeah. That's true. I also really like the original Sonic games, and Sonic Mania is like the original games. Cool. I've heard that. It's like a fan-made version of the game, isn't it? Which there's nothing wrong with that. They've actually done an amazing job with it, from what I understand. Yeah, I'm considering heading to bed soon, as it's almost midnight. Yeah, if you have to shuffle off, I definitely understand that, Green. So this is our record store. It is shaped to look like an old school gramophone, like an old school record player. Yeah. That's right, Cheez-Its. I meant to combine that with the red one, and we do something fun with some of the commands. Anyway, so this is to represent like an old gramophone, or like an old school record player, like an antique record player that you sit, that have like this wonderful woodwork to it, like beveled edges and stuff like that. And I decided that I haven't decided whether I'm happy with it or not. I got the idea in my head that I would try and challenge myself to make the horn of this gramophone in not only in 3D, but to actually work and have it come out at an angle. And it was one of the most, I mean, it didn't really turn out the way I really hoped it would have. However, it turned out better than I guess it could have, but I may have to take it down, because this was so hard to try and do something at an angle like that, because the fact that that's how they work, you know, they have the needle that sits on the record, and there's usually a tube that attaches and just completes all the way to the horn that sticks out of the gramophone, and that's how a record player works, really. This little needle picks up on the grooves in the record, and that all translates to sound that travels through all of this and gets projected outward. But I'm not happy with the way it looks, so I'm probably gonna have to tear it down and try something different. Just go with something 2D, or just have it come out directly sideways, so it's not so hard to do. Oh, you think it looks awesome? Thank you. Hey, Kai Lady. What is up, friendo? How are you doing, Kai Lady? Welcome to the stream. Can we get a shout out for Kai Lady, please? Perfect. Right on. Let me catch up with you guys in chat, and then we'll greet the raiders properly. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. My name's Toxic Humors, primarily a Minecraft streamer, but I do a bit of music. Green says, hey, Gaming, how are you? Lisa says, yes, we are. Some sleep, should you help me? Yeah, feeling under, remember to stay positive. Whoa! Hi, lady. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really, truly appreciate that. Kai Lady, you're awesome. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Whoa. Wait, what's going on here? Are you serious? Dude, bro. Yeah, that's what you get. Kai Lady, welcome, and thank you so much for popping in, rating, and then subscribing just like that. That's amazing of you. I really appreciate it. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Let's see, I'm doing well. Staying strong. Looks awesome. Yeah, fan-made game, but also official Sega game. Oh, okay, that's cool. So we'll promise all the hugs. That's awesome. I kind of am. This day was fine. That's good, Green. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad. Yeah. Oh, okay. Stretch. We'll get another stretch going, and then Kai Lady rated. What's up? And then a hydrate from Cheez-Its. Thank you. Oh, you're playing Ark. That's cool, Kai Lady. How'd it go? Sam Theory has really been helping me, and I'm joining another program soon to help. That's awesome, Green. I'm really happy to hear that things are going in the right direction for you, friendo. Speaking of music, Green says, oh, some guitar? Yeah, let's do it. Toxic has like a soundboard thing and new alerts, probably. I do. I do. You want to hear some of it? You know what, dude? Thank you for reminding me. I totally messed that up. You know, it was awesome. Yeah, I bet it was. I haven't played Ark yet, but almost everybody I know has and loves the heck out of it. Um, but again, this the whole idea of this shop, by the way, is to and it was my idea to try and make it look like a gramophone. So if it looks terrible, it's definitely my fault. But I like it. And then even we, you know, kind of made this roof here, made it out of the new red nether brick. I think it looks cool. We even got the gap in the middle. I did my best to try and make the spindle look like legit, like a, you know, an OG record player. And then it kind of, you know, with the birch, it might resemble one such pig step record or something like that. So anyway, we're going to call it Buffoon Step Records, coming soon. There's still a lot of work to be done. Nova's going to take care of the interior and then build a farm so we can get some records going and see if we can make some profits. Yeah, let me take a break. You know, it was awesome. It looks great. You're an amazing builder. Well, thank you, Green. I appreciate that. I knew what it was right away. Oh, you did, Kai Lady? Sweet. Okay, good, good, good. Then, like, that makes me happy, so that at least we get the point across of what it is. And it was my first time using yellow terracotta, and I didn't know that yellow terracotta, you can't make slabs or anything out of it, which is a shame. So I was kind of stuck to just, you know, using solid blocks, which, if anything, yeah, it worked, because, I mean, when you're dealing with diagonals like that and trying to create the 3D effect with diagonals, it's challenging. But I kind of forced myself to just get it done, and I did, and I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll leave it for a little bit. If you guys like it, we'll leave it for the time being. Alrighty. So let's head back to the trading hall, and then we'll maybe take a quick break, and I'll come back and play some guitar. Or how about let's just go ahead and rock out the guitar, because I bet... Let me just log out from the game. Green, you might be wanting to go to bed soon, so let's do that now. I'm going to deafen myself on the server. Alright, let's get that. Let me grab the guitar. I'll be right back. Taxi, you always forget to use the pack. Oh, I know, I do. I do, Red Panda. I'm sorry. I just haven't had any time to, like, sit here and do stuff. Or when I did, like, finally sit down and fix a bunch of things, I totally forgot to do that. Ugh. Yeah, at some point I'll remember, Red Panda. Thank you. I'll be right back. Let me grab the guitar. All right, Green. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get back into it. Play some guitar, and then that way you can. We'll take an official break after this. Okay, let's pause the music. Make you big? Okay. Heck yeah. Alright, there we go. Hey, Bam. Thank you for shouting out, Bam. Hey, Bam. That was Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, as arranged by Christopher Parkening. Thank you for that, Redeem. I appreciate that very much, Green Panda. That was your guitar, Redeem. Bam, how are you? It's good to see you, friendo. How are you? Alright, I'm a bit mill, but hanging in there. How about you, Bam? That's cool. What was the occasion? Is this a channel point? Yes, sir. Alright, guys, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Bam, how are you? What's going on, man? Glad to see you, friendo. Let's get the music back on. Green, thank you for very much for that redemption again, friendo. I hope that helps you grab a few extra Z's tonight. Hi, Green. Yeah, just having some breakfast and coffee. Nice, Bam. What's for breakfast, man? That guitar has such a sweet sound, doesn't it, Coffee? Oh, I love this thing. It's you know, short of it being built in China, it's pretty much one of the best guitars I've ever bought. I say that because there are some obvious, you know, things that are kind of bad about it. It had to travel across the sea from there, and with this special type of wood that it's made from, I would love to see if there's somebody in the States who makes a guitar like this out of the same wood. That way it wouldn't have to travel so far, and I don't know, you know, arrangements can be made so that it travels more easily, because we live in such a dry climate in here in Arizona that it's been a bit of a task trying to keep this this guitar healthy. I have to use plenty of humidity packs and some stuff that I have to stuff inside it so as to keep moisture. I would not dare drink coffee at 10 p.m. because I have no idea what it's going to do. Yeah, go to bed if you need to, Green. Yeah. Bam, it's good to see you, friendo. How are you? Guys, we're gonna take let's take a moment here. No, you said you're eating some breakfast, so we do know what's going on. Let's just take another quick break here. I'll sleep lurk for you, Toxic. Thanks, Green. I appreciate you, man, and thanks for your help with the shout outs and stuff today. I really appreciate it, man. Let's take a breather, okay? I want to do this because I'm testing out what my screen here. I was able to finally get my BRB screen working so that the timer starts automatically. So there we go. Thank you. Thank you for that, Red Panda, for the break. Let's do this, guys. We'll be right back. I'm going to run an ad, okay? I'm going to run an ad just to help with some of the pre-roll stuff. All right, but after a couple minutes into this, all right, here we go. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. That ad should be done by now, too. So, thank you for letting me do that. That allows us to have at least 20 minutes of uninterrupted stream. Let's see. Took Burb screen. Yeah, exactly. I had a crappy gas station hot dog for breakfast. Oh, no. Hey, that's cool. Sometimes those are the best. Or at least, no. No, I don't think I've really had a good hot dog at a gas station, honestly. I take that back. Yeah, Lisa, that's really cool that you did do that yourself. Like, how cool. I like your attitude. That is really cool. You like learning new things, so you're proud of what you've done yourself. That is really cool. I'm usually in a hurry in the morning, dodge traffic, so my stuff in addition to work. Oh, okay, wake up at 5 a.m. for this reason. Wow, bam. That's awesome. I just wake up at 5 a.m. like automatically now. Most of the time I can get back to sleep, but sometimes it's just like, nope, my mind's already racing about things I have to do, and I'm up. Take advantage of the early morning and do stuff. Best feeling ever? Yes, exactly. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Forgets ads. Jesus. Dude, get up 30 minutes earlier. It's worth it to avoid gas station hot dog. I totally agree with you. I'm the type of person that is hands-on. That is the way I learn. So I have to do things myself. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing or what the person is talking about. Right on, Lisa. Right on. Especially, I mean, there can be people who try to take advantage of, like what they assume, your gender is and stuff like that, and yeah, talk about things in hopes that you don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, good on you, Lisa. I've been here for a whole time, and I just haven't been chatting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know. Thatcher, you were here at the very beginning. That's right. Yeah, Bam saying hi. I can't go to bed earlier than 10:30 p.m. Family stuff. Waking up at 4:30 a.m. would be too much. I'm tired. Oh, okay. Yep. It's amazing even that just it feels like it's only like half an hour. You think that's not too much, but it can be. We'll just throw that in there. Okay. So I've got my gold helmet, so we can travel through the Nether properly. I do want to get these. I want to get some leggings. I want to get some leggings set up properly. So let's go back to the. I was able to show you this. This is what we did. It's beginning of something awesome. I'm glad you guys like the way it turned out. But let's go back to the trading hall and just get these pants hooked up, and then throw Depth Strider on the boots, and then I'll be happy. Yeah, I hate car dealerships because of that crap. Yeah, there you go, Lisa. I get it. I'm just kidding with you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, just get up at 4:30 in the morning instead of 5 in the morning, right? Jeez. You haven't switched scenes? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Ugh. I thought I was doing so well so far this stream. And then there we go. I think that's when it happens most. It's like we have break time and then I just start losing focus and forget about that. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Let's set down the shulkers one more time. And see what we have to work with here. We already have mending and breaking, protection 4. Let's use these books I already have in my inventory. But not after we've... Not until we've gained some levels first. Let's take care of that. Let's also get rid of some of this stuff from the inventory that we don't need right this minute. Do some trading. Toxic Mind enlightened me on what the current challenge is. I imagine the info is out there somewhere, but I can't quite find it. As far as I know, Bam, there is no challenge at the moment. There was an event today, and that event looked like a lot of fun. But again, it was like busy day of work, so I wasn't able to attend that. But it looked like a lot of fun, actually. I got to lurk a little bit of it. So I'm not aware of any event at the moment where we have any tasks to complete, if that's why you're asking. I would certainly like to know if there is one myself so that I can get cracking. I was just barely able to get my shrine built last minute so as to participate in the last one. Okay, 14 levels. Let's see let's see how far that gets us. Crafting table. Let's make some pants. Pants acquired. Okay, let's grab those 2 books. Mending and breaking, and then protection 4. So let's go on breaking first and then mending. Takes only 2 levels. And so the protection, in order to throw those onto the pants, is 4 levels. This is 1 tag, that's 1 tag, so that's minimal penalty. And then by throwing these on here, we now have protection 4, unbreaking, mending pants. However, I didn't name them, but we still have a level left. So we're gonna call these. Oh, we need more than 1 level. We need 4 levels in order to change the name. Ah, heck with that. We'll wait till we add thorns and then rename them. I'm happy with that. We need a Depth Strider on the boots now, and then we'll be done. Okay, here it is. Depth Strider 3, yes. Boom. Let's see what this is going to cost us. I spent 20 minutes playing a game while still being on my BRB screen, which is just a static image. Oh no, you're good, bro. Thank you, Bam. I appreciate it. I normally get up with my father-in-law at 4 a.m., but here lately he's been sleeping in until about 6 a.m. Oh, so it's kind of nice be able to sleep in myself. Awesome, sure, Lisa. That rocks. Hey, Warlock. What's up, dude? How you doing, friendo? Good to see you. How have you been? How was your day? Ooh, yeah. Let's get the boots. And try to throw Depth Strider on here. It's going to cost us 6 levels to do so. Not bad. I mean, actually, let me do that again. I read that wrong. 9. Oof. Like, sometimes I have... Or maybe that's just weird. I look at numbers upside down sometimes. I swear, sometimes my brain just doesn't work right. Hail to you, Sir Galahad. I'd be fantastic. How go with you? Sir Galahad. I love that. Thank you for the hydrate, Panda. We need 9 levels, so we're a bit a ways from that. Let's grab us some more pumpkins. And smash these pumpkins. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. There we go. Oh, jeez. Just read something not cool off screen. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. Lots of craziness going on in the world, guys. I'm glad I have you guys. And then we get to chill, hang out, and just enjoy some good company. Enjoy life at its best in company of others. Chill vibes, trying to be as stress-free as possible. 11 levels. Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So now we have Prot 4 on the helmets, Prot 4 on the chest, Prot 4 on the pants, and feather falling and fire protection on the boots, which isn't terrible. I would prefer to have protection, but it's good to have fire protection on something. With all that Prot 4, I don't need to worry about upping that fire protection either. We should be pretty good to go. Oh, it's late at night. I need to sleep. Kaleidoscope goggles. All right, you got it. Give me a minute. Talk, did you trade for materials with villagers as well? Yeah. With the masons, if I recall, it's weird. My memory is coming back to me. Your masons allow you to trade for quartz and other materials. I do a lot with villagers. As a matter of fact, now I think about it, let's grab plenty of golden carrots to take back with us. Right. Grab another stack. Grab the levels too while we're at it. Alright, that's a couple stacks. Maybe let's just go ahead and get 3 stacks. Because it's not like we don't have the emeralds for it. Yeah. Boom. Boom. It's weird that this guy has 2 different types of suspicious stew for sale. Let's experiment with this. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to switch the order. Let's experiment with what exactly these suspicious stews are equipped to do. Because depending on what flour was used to make it, that can affect the Secondary effect. Constantly have to be doing things in order to try and preserve inventory space. It's so frustrating. Hey, what's this button do? Yeah, it's been good. A streamer that I follow has finished the first true run on ME Mass Effect. Nice. And I've just been doing some stuff on my own while dragging my feet on what my next story would be. Oh, cool. Well, awesome, Warlock. That's amazing. Did you finally finish Mass Effect Legendary Edition? Last we talked, you said you were almost finished with it. Pumpkins away. Let me actually store those. Let's see what this first suspicious stew does. Oh, that gave me weakness. But we'll see how our satiation holds out. If we get hungry right away, then we know that was a dud. Alright, let me get up and out of here. We'll start Kaleidoscope Goggles. That gives me a chance to test out one of my other commands, or one of my other things that I've done here. Let's see. Timer starts. 5-minute timer for Kaleidoscope Goggles. We'll start now. Let me see. I'm looking to trade for some quartz and diorite with masons myself. Okay, right on. Yeah, masons are the way to go for that. On my second run of Legendary right now, actually. Whoa. Super cool. That's awesome, Warlock. I'm glad to hear that, dude. I've been wanting to play it, but then Little Cerberus has got me all excited about Final Fantasy XIV. So, yeah. We may actually play some of that this weekend. What the hey? But I'm excited to have this weekend available for us to just chill, stay home, and do whatever we want, because I'm going to really dedicate as much time as I can to being here on the server trying to get caught up. And be available for hopefully some other events or some other interactions with the entity and Marin and all that stuff, because I've been, I haven't had too much interaction or have not been able to participate in a lot of that stuff going on in here. And whenever I get to see the others doing it or watch the VODs, it looks like fun. So I don't want to miss out on too much more of it. All right, Kaleidoscope Goggles, guys. Here we go. Somebody can do exclamation point goggles for me. I'd appreciate it, but here we go. Timer starts now. Oh, it's only doing 3 minutes, however. Hang on. This is where it gets confusing. Alrighty, there it is. Timer starts now. Woohoo! Kaleidoscope Goggles, in fact. Oh, jeez. Thank you guys for doing the goggles command. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Okay, let's see if I can get back to the base at least. Yes, I should be able to. This is actually doing pretty good. I think this new lighting's actually helping me out. This isn't too bad. Oh, wait, what direction am I going? I'm going this way, yes! Let's check out the new canal system. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Do I have all my gear on? I think I do. Yes. Is that my new helmet? Yes. I don't know why I'm unable to see my cursor. I wonder if I just have a setting that's off. Or it could be the mods that I'm using. Because, like, I don't see a cursor when I'm doing this. Which makes Kaleidoscope Goggles a little bit more difficult to deal with. But anyways. Oh, jeez. Do I have a boat? Do I have a boat? Yes, I do. Heck yeah. Whoa. Oh, gosh. Oh yeah, so I made a friend. I was a little bit jealous of Nancy Cat and her Bacchus monster. So I tried throwing an egg at a boat, and I actually lucked out. Like, I actually hatched an egg right as soon as I threw it at the boat. It didn't exactly, like, land in the boat, but I just moved it a little bit, and then I got trapped with it. I don't know if we're going to name that guy. Maybe we will at some point. Oh. Holy heck. Why is that so hard? Okay. Yes. Let's go. You know what? I'm noticing that my my hunger's already dropped, so that first suspicious stew was a loser. Let's try this one now. Whoa. No way, what just happened? Oh no! Oh no! I was blinded for a minute. I thought something went wrong, or if, like, we were experiencing another event or something right there for a second. Oh geez. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Easy peasy. We got this. We got this. Here's the shrine. Where's my boat? Did I forget? No, I brought the boat, right? There it is. I think, yes. There. Woohoo! Row, row, row our boat gently past the shrine. Merrily, 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 merrily. Up this way to the Hilltop Opera House project. Totally rhymed. Nope. Yes. This is going to be so fun once we finally get this thing going. So for my project, some of you might already know that I've decided that I'm going to build an opera house on the top of this hilltop and call it the Hilltop Opera House Project. Or it's going to be called the Hilltop Opera House. And I'm really excited about this because it's going to mean that I'm going to need a lot of help from the other buffooners, BuffoonCrafters, if you will. And it's one of the things that I've actually challenged myself to try and do this season of BuffoonCraft is actually ask for help. I'm terrible at asking for help. It's really bad. Like, I don't know why I'm so... I don't know. You know, it's... Sometimes I can be a bit of an introvert. Or just stubborn. Like, I want to be able to accomplish things on my own, but I need to realize more and more that you can't do everything on your own. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Let me mute that. Alright, cool. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean for that to be so loud. Yeah, okay, I know what I have to fix that later. I'm making a note of that right now. Cool. Thanks for that. Bam, let me catch up with you guys in chat. So, oh, first I should sleep. Sleep. Goggles, yeah, both. Chat, calm. Bam, you're hilarious. Blind and kaleidoscope goggles. Such fun chaos. Exactly. The stew was an imposter. It was, absolutely. Lisa, thank you for those emotes. You're just self-reliant. It's a good thing. Well, thank you, Bam. But yes, asking for help is what this season of BC is all about. Exactly. Amen to that. That alarm made me jump. I'm sorry about that, Bam. Yeah, that's my bad. It should not have been making a sound. I fixed it in the BRB screen, but I forgot to come back to the live screen and adjust the settings there. So, making a note of that. All right, let's get back to the game. Another hydrate. Cheers. Final Fantasy XIV is actually a type of game that I dislike, mainly due to the fact that every month you are basically buying a new game. Oh, no way. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, that's right, with the monthly subscription. And due to the fact that I don't have a job yet, I wouldn't get my money's worth out of it. I understand that. I get it. Yeah, I mean, those are valid points, Warlock. Very true, very true. And you know what? Hey, that I'm remembering now that is exactly one of the reasons why I stopped playing World of Warcraft, because you know, it was such a waste of money in a way, right? And I mean, to be honest with you, the game just was a shadow of itself when I left it. I think it still is not quite the game it ever was. This is all temporary. This is just to give the idea. I'm basically just outlining everything right now. Like I'm getting the terraforming done and then just outlining things, and that way I can figure out exactly which buffoon who's offered to help, you know, which buffoon can be responsible for what task I need accomplished. But for the very beginning of this thing, I need to at least outline things so that I have a clear idea of what needs to happen, and not just, you know, throw out ideas and hope people can pick up the slack. Oh, there we go. We have our landing. All right, the air conditioner turned off. I'm hoping it's just because it thinks that the temperature is low enough that it's okay to turn itself off. Your game doesn't crash when you alt-tab, right? No, it does not. We got another stretch. Get a job of account boosting. Remember we talked about that, Warlock? Yeah. Hey guys, give me just a second, okay? I'll be right back. I need to see what's going on here. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. The green screen creates a nice little barrier between myself and the air conditioner. So the air conditioner thought, hey man, yeah, this is good. Temperature's nice and cozy right here. So I've got to remember to turn it down a little bit when I stream, because it gets cold when the wife is behind the green, you know, working behind me here. Let's see, I can take over Toxic's channel now that he's gone. Nice try, Panda. No, I am here. Thanks, Cheez-Its. And I'm back. That didn't take me too long. All right, let's get some terraforming. I'm going to need more space. I figured this should be plenty of space here at the foreground to have a nice area for people to congregate. You know, this is the big front area that we're going to have some gardens around the edges. We might even have a few vendor stands around here, maybe a coffee shop or two. But the idea is this is where people will gather. There are these stairways that lead up to this sort of terrace. Whoa! Welcome, Raiders! What's up? Malsiv, how's it going, friendo? Malsiv raiding with 33 people. What's up, Malsiv? How are you doing, man? Thank you so much for raiding over. What's up, everybody? Hi, I'm Toxic Humors, primarily a Minecraft streamer. Occasionally play some music. But here we're playing Minecraft, and we're talking about some of my builds right now. What's up, everybody? How are you? Thank you for shouting out, Malsiv. Appreciate that. Mal Raid, yep. What's up, Beep Boop? Amory, how are you? Such Yule, I think, is how you'd pronounce that. I'm not sure. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. Mal, thank you for the raid. Malsiv, I appreciate you so much, friendo. And sincerely, I appreciate you very much, and I definitely love and appreciate you, friendo. Welcome everybody. Hi. Five, what's up, Five? Sabril Deer, what's up? Poka, how are you, Poka Heidi? Welcome everybody. Dali Labu, that's a cool name. Hey, welcome. How are you? Yeah, hi there, Five. It's good to see you. Thank you for shouting out Five. I appreciate that, Panda. Heck yeah, Ishika, how are you? Hey everybody, we're just talking about my project. This is season 2 of BuffoonCraft, an SMP, the brainchild of one Chris the IT guy and Supernova Relic. Some friends of mine, some amazing content creators themselves, wonderful Minecraft players. They definitely play plenty of other games. I'm probably one of the most stubborn out of the whole group who just kind of sticks to Minecraft. But anyway, here we are. We're talking about my project. This is my base over here. I have my shrine to music off in the distance there. We'll have a look at that, so I can, greet such a wonderful raid like that by giving you guys a little bit of a tour. Mouse, thank you again, friendo. I stick to the MC as well, right? Mouse, doesn't it just make it easier? Don't have to worry about mastering some new game mechanics, and frustrating through all that. It's like I already know a lot about Minecraft, and with this latest update, there's plenty more to have to learn as well. So yeah. Yes. Hey, Beep Boop, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Hi, friendo. Thank you. Sab, happy birthday. Oh, is it your birthday, Sab? That's awesome. Is your birthday? Hi, Five, it's good to see you. I'll keep talking here for a minute. Almost there. It's on Saturday. Okay. All right. Rock on. So what we're doing here is, here's my base. Still got some work going on there, but I decided I want to make everything here kind of fit in naturally. But I wanted to challenge myself a little bit here, and we're terraforming a lot so that we can install an opera house. Yeah, I decided I'm going to make an opera house here. That's cool, Lisa. Yikes, people know. You should go. You're good. Mouse is tomorrow. Yes, that's absolutely right. So thank you for reminding me about that, Sab. Hey. Hope stream was good. Yeah, let's actually just jump off of here for a quick second so that we can highlight Mousive here, because I want you guys to know that Mousive is no stranger to the channel. We've received a few raids from Mousive. I mean, more than a few, and Mousive, I'm very grateful for all of that. But, friendo, I really do appreciate your love and support. If you're not following Mousive, like, I seriously think you're doing something wrong with your life. If you're not following that lovely, lovely man, whose birthday is tomorrow. So if you guys can do me a huge, huge, huge favor. I'm going to grab the guitar. We're going to sing happy birthday for Mousive. But in the meantime, can you guys just spam whatever emotes you got? Let's definitely feel some love here, and let's give Mousive a little happy birthday song. You follow Mousive, good. Yeah, follow Mousive or else. Pause the music. Rearrange the microphone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mousive. Happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mousive, and happy birthday to you. Mousive, thank you, buddy. I really, 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 truly appreciate every time you raid over it. It warms my heart. You don't understand how happy it makes me every time you raid over here. And this is a special occasion. I'm glad I was able to do that for you, because I really appreciate you, friendo. Happy birthday. Let's kick that music back on. Thank you guys for all those emotes. That's great. Yeah, I love you, Malsiv. I love and respect you a lot. Thank you very much. Woo, happy birthday. Yes, look at all those emotes. I love it. Nicely done. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome, Malsiv. It was my pleasure, my honor to be able to actually do that. Yeah, yes. Yeah, that's wonderful. Malsiv, I hope you have an awesome day tomorrow. To some of you who were maybe hanging out in Malcolm's chat earlier this morning, Malsiv was talking a bit about his plans. You've got a lot of awesome stuff set up for tomorrow. And Malsiv, I'm really happy for you, friendo. Really, sincerely, I am. Thank you for the hydrate, Panda. And Dalila Boo, I really appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Guys, thank you so much. We're getting close to that 800 mark. Holy heck. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Here we go. Hydrate. And Malsiv, I definitely know it's probably a little bit late, but if you can stick around for a bit, man, please do. I know that you have plans, and I don't know. I assume you're not working tomorrow, so if you can stick around for a little bit, I'd appreciate it. But again, but I know if you got to lurk, if you got to get to bed, because you're an awesome family, man. Like, get at it. I definitely understand. Let's jump back into the server. And again, thank you for letting me do that. Sleep. Hurry, sleep. I don't want to die. All right. Nancy, what's up, Nancy Cat? Can one of you guys, shh, don't tell? Oh gosh, yeah, that's right. Yep. No. This is absolutely one of the best channels on all of Twitch. Aw, Malsiv. Dude. Seriously, it definitely hits me, man. It hits me, it hits me right in the feels. When someone like yourself says that, and especially to receive such an awesome raid from such an awesome community that I actually consider myself to be a part of, as a matter of fact. Your story, it's definitely awesome. Sabril Deer gifted a tier 1 sub to Malsiv. That's awesome. It's their first time get. Sab, thank you, friendo, for doing that. That's awesome. Congrats, Malsiv, on your tier 1 sub. Enjoy those emotes, man. It's the Bam Man. Oh, yes, it is. What's up, Nancy? How are you, friendo? Let's see, what's the chunk borders look like here? Yes. Okay. You know what? I just remembered. We were going to do a little bit of a tour. Guys, let's get that going right here. If you guys can stick around, like I said, Malsiv, you can stick around for a little bit. Let me show you what I've been up to so far here, and what some of the other Buffoon crafters have been up to. My base isn't much. It's just a big box right now, but I have plans. I definitely have plans for that. But I'll at least show you my shrine over here that I'm pretty happy about. But what's going to happen up here, what I was working on, it was terraforming, because up there is going to be a big, huge opera house. And it's going to be called the Hilltop Opera House. Why the Hilltop Opera House? Well, because my band, our first album, we had a song called... Actually, our first album, I forgot, the title track is Wine at the Hilltop. So the album Wine at the Hilltop was actually a reference to this art gallery that's top of a hill from my hometown, where some of the other guys in the band, actually the father of the drummer was an art instructor. Actually, he taught guitar in the high school that I went to, right? And so he was actually, I received my first lessons for guitar from him. Anyway, so they would frequent this gallery, and, you know, heck, all the kids would end up drinking wine too, along with the adults. It was hilarious. So anyway, you know, inspired a lot of memories and stuff. And so the first album was called Wine at the Hilltop in reference to that. And anyway, I figured it'd be kind of neat. So we make that opera house and we'll tribute to Wine at the Hilltop and call it the Hilltop Opera House. And then this is my music shrine. Let me catch up with you guys. Sub hype, yes. Thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. Hey, lady, what's up, lady of the hot sauce? Glad to see you, friendo. I'm good. Taking a quick study break. That's cool, Nancy. Welcome in, friendo. Yeah, that's super cool. That's awesome. Yeah, lady. It's Malsiv and me. Like we were both some of your discoveries, isn't that right? Yeah, Mousiv's birthday. That's right. Thank you again for saying that. It was really amazing for you to raid over and then give me such nice words. I appreciate that, Malsiv. Music. Anyway, I need to head out. I hope you all have a good night, day. All right, yeah, depending on your location. But anyway, talks. Good luck, have fun on your build and Minecrafting. Thank you, Warlock. I appreciate it, friendo. You have a good evening, friend. Take care. Is this SMP open? It's not, Vortex. I'm sorry. It's a private server for content creators only. Yeah, you're both small when I found you guys. Yeah, it's pretty special to have you here, Lady of Hot Sauce. I appreciate it. I also was like at 13 followers. Wow. I think you were like my 5th or 6th follower, Lady of Hot Sauce. It's too bad I don't have the latest version of Optifine installed, or maybe I do. Holy heck, no, shaders aren't available. Wait, maybe. Let me see. Video settings. I'm gonna change this to fancy, and we don't have access to shaders yet. Back to the game. Yeah, I don't have latest Optifine, so I don't have shaders. I want to see what this looks like in shaders at some point. But anyway, let's continue with this tour. By the way, I did win 3rd place for this shrine. Many of you got to watch me put this thing together live on stream. It was my first stream back, as a matter of fact, after a little break. Dealing with some, you know, difficult IRL stuff. Some of you are aware of that. But anyway, we spent that Saturday when I'd made my return, and we dedicated what little time we had to just throwing this thing together, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I had bigger plans for it. I still intend to come back to that and perfect it a bit. But anyways, let's see. Let's get going here. We're gonna travel through the forest a little bit, and then we'll find the main village and village of Chronicle, and I'll show you guys some of the stuff that we've been up to. Malsiv was like at 13. Good night. Yeah, good night, Warlock. If that. Yeah, Malsiv. Yeah, it was funny. I was still bumbling around, like not really knowing what to do or how to even address chat. And then Lady of Hot Sauce drops in and says, "Hi. Are you a new streamer?" And yeah, gave me lots of great pointers on how to be a good content creator. Toxic Malsiv, did either of you have time to check out the Condiment Kingdom? Not recently. I did jump on there a bit, and I worked on the volcano, but that was like a couple months ago now. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been on since. But what's the latest, lady? Remember how nervous you were talking to me? Lady, that's alright, huh? Oh, the Pixelmon server. No, I haven't seen that yet. So, oh, by the way, this is, it's funny, I made my shrine and dedicated it to music. And this is Storiani Girl's shrine that she built, and it is dedicated to music. But she did what I actually wanted to do initially with mine, and do some fun stuff with note blocks and pressure plates. It's really cool. It's just, I love it. It's just awesome. Just amazing. I love that chord right there. It's like we got such a happy chord, but then some dissonance, and then that's not a good chord to resolve to. That's actually a little bit better. There we go. I don't know. This is really cool. I love it. But then all the mushrooms and stuff like that, she did an amazing job with this build. I love it. And just the fact that all the note blocks work. And they're all like major 7 chords. It's awesome. Except for this one, which she says is actually an error. But I love it. I love the dissonance. You gotta have that in there. Spice of life. Pixelmon honestly pushed me farther into confidence to do this. That's exactly right. Like honestly, yeah. If it had not been for Lady of Hot Sauce, I probably would have just like slipped into just not really thinking it was worth it. It's so cool, isn't it? Hey Mayo, what's up, dude? Both of you came a long way. Thank you, Mayo. I appreciate you saying that, friendo. Also, I love no blocks. Me too, friendo. So I still plan on doing this, okay? I'll let you guys know already what I am going to try and do. And this will probably be something that'll be like in the lobby area of the Opera House, just as like a little like attraction, like a side attraction for the kids or something like that even, is to try and create a big piano like in the movie Big, which, wow, am I going to date myself while I'm bringing this up, but I hope some of you are at least familiar with the movie Big with Tom Hanks. Anyway, there's this big, huge piano that's on the floor that they jump around on and have fun with, so I figured I'm going to try and create that, and I'm going to use some of the other buffoons' help with making that. As a matter of fact, I may ask Chris the IT guy for his help on that. I realize I'm still deafened, by the way, so if he's in the nearby area, they don't even know. So we are now undeafened. Let's walk around here and see. So this is Chronicle. On this server, for this season of BuffoonCraft, we've actually decided to... Well, the way it's playing out is that there's a story. This season of the server is actually driven by story. And so what happened is we all spawned in, and I'll show you where that spawn point is. We spawned into this village that was basically destroyed. We were all locked into this spawn area when all of a sudden an entity, okay, or how we were referring to it as an entity, began communicating with us. And we realized as we searched through the village, there were shulkers in place that had our names on them with specific items in there relating to us that we were to pick up and use as our initial tools to get started on the server. But as things played out, a whole story began to unfold as far as this village goes. And it's incredible. I love this story. It's really awesome. The idea is that there was a dragon that existed in a mine that under the village got awoken and laid waste to the village after a few people made some wrong decisions about what to do. And long story short, there were a couple people who banished the dragon into a different dimension, but in so banished themselves as well, but they were able to reach or communicate with us. And with that, there's certain events that are launched by them and a lot of stuff that happens throughout the course of the season. It's really, really, really cool. Let's see, here we got chords, something I need, memories, probably memorized. Big was great, yeah. You know I got you on that. Oh, what is that? Tom who? Oh, yeah, sneak up on and initiate a dance battle. I miss streaming. I miss a lot of people too. It's been hard not having a communication lately. But today I did a job. Shadow to go to first shift. I'm just hoping I can handle it since it's so much faster. Oh, that's cool, Mayo. Right on, dude. This isn't driven by a story with a Y. Not to be confused with Storyana Girl. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Bam. Thank you for that. Yeah, Big was a great movie. Yeah. And you probably do, Mousive, but I don't know. It's funny because I end up shocking a lot of people when they find out how old I am. But yeah, I want to rock that out. That'll be really cool if we can get that going. So with this, we're still having a lot of fun. So there was those events, like one of the events a few weeks ago was we were challenged with making a shrine to something that we hold dear in an area we found to be beautiful. And so that was my shrine that I won 3rd place for. And I was happy to even, you know, gotten 3rd place. That's amazing because I threw that thing together kind of last second. I didn't have much time. Like the deadline was the next day and it was my first stream back. So I dedicated just to throwing up that shrine. Like I said, I wanted to do different things with it, but this is 1st place. And holy heck, is it amazing. It's by the wonderful Kai Lady 35. This is her shrine right here. And it is just amazing. So purple is her favorite color. You know, this is the Shrine of Peace. The Tree of Life and all creation. This thing is just amazing. The level of detail in it is just incredible. Even with the buttons and everything like that. The amethyst. I just love this. It's beautiful. I have to go. It's 1 a.m. here. Nice to meet you, Toxic. Yeah, I appreciate that. Dali Lalabu, I really appreciate the follow. Thank you, friendo. Hope to see you sometime in the future. Maybe in a future raid from Mousive over there. I really, really appreciate you coming over with a raid and following. Yeah, but I love the way this tree turned out. It's just amazing. One of the advantages of being on this server is just having some amazing content creators, like people who don't even know or don't even like to recognize themselves as being skilled at Minecraft. But I mean, this is almost on another level. I mean, the amount of detail and just the vision that she had and carried through with and eventually completed. I love it. Yeah, it's amazing. So that was 2nd place. Here's another one of the shrines that one of the other buffoons put together. This was their water shrine and fire shrine. Creator's JW89. He's another Twitch content creator. So this is his area dedicated to water, and then this is the area dedicated to fire. It's cool stuff. But now I'm going to show you guys something that I made here in the center of town, or contributed some work to. There's a lot of stuff around here that I don't even know the full details behind because I did start late and haven't been able to contribute too much since IRL has been a little bit difficult and challenging. Thank you for shouting out Kylie, dude. That's perfect. Have a wonderful night. Yes, thank you guys. Good night. I'll definitely be back. Oh, I appreciate that, Dally Laboo. Yeah. But much love, and thank you for coming over with Malsif. Like, that definitely means a lot. And then second place was Turbosaurus Sex. We'll check out his shrine after I show you guys what I built here. It's neat that we have this kind of... We get to see where everybody placed. So, kind of neat to see my name up there. I really didn't expect to win, and I'm quite happy that it... well, not win, but place, you know. I got third place. But anyway, here's... I showed some of the people at the beginning of the stream that we put this together. This is going to be my record shop in conjunction with Nova, Supernova Relic. Actually, it was his idea that we get together and make a record shop. So we can sell some records, and we're going to call it Buffoon Step Records. Coming soon. But here it is. It was my idea to make it look like a gramophone. And I tried to build it in 3 dimensions and have it come and try and challenge myself to use angles, because it just felt natural that that horn should be coming out at an angle, since that's pretty much how these things work. And I started out by saying I wasn't exactly happy with the way it looked, but a lot of the chat's been actually pretty complimentary of it, so I may keep it. But I don't know, like, there's a part of me that wants to tear it down and try it again, or even just forego trying to build it in an angle like that. Oops. Okay, let's hop up here so I can show you a bit more about it. So it's like a record. It kind of represents like the pig step record, right, with the color. We've got a needle, right? This is you know what that is. We're using one of those end rods as a needle for what this old school looking arm. The armature goes into here. Like, this is how these things actually work. It was like a needle with the tubing that would basically just pick up the little grooves in the record as it spun around. The needle would transfer that and create noise, and that noise would travel through some tubing and eventually through to the horn that would stick out, and that's where you would hear the music projected from. And so it took me a while. I don't know. It was quite frustrating trying to make that look like that, but again, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it like that even. Putting crystals on a chair, would have never thought of that, right, Malsif? It's just amazing. Angles are the way, right, Malsif? It's challenging, dude. It's challenging, especially with something like that. And I decided to use yellow terracotta because we really want to use gold blocks, right? But gold blocks would make a lot more sense. We're just not there yet with the server. We don't have a gold farm yet. So I just used yellow terracotta for now. But it almost works. It almost gives it a little bit of that extra kind of antique feel. But the blocks are a bit clunky. You know, the fact that I'm not able to use slabs and stuff like that to clean it up a bit. But heck, I'm just kind of happy with the way it is right now. And then after maybe a week, I'll go back to it and try and tear it down and redo it so it looks better than that. But I'm pretty happy. I haven't been feeling like I've made much impact in people's lives. My PTSD has been getting worse. Ah, lady, I'm sorry to hear that. What the heck, it's so awesome. Ah, thank you, Nancy. I'm glad I've made an impact on you too. Well, Lady of Hot Sauce, you absolutely have. And guess what? You don't think you've made an impact on many, many people. Well, what's the view count right now? We're at 30 people. Malsif himself actually rated over here with 33 people. I'd say there's a few people that might owe you a little bit of a thank you for what you've been able to accomplish, at least just with the 2 of us. So, Lady of Hot Sauce, you're loved and appreciated. Don't forget that. So there are some other characters that come up in the storyline of this whole place. And so, see that terrifying looking thing at the middle of the village? That's actually an obelisk. That obelisk is how we communicate, or supposedly that's how we're able to communicate, or how things are monitored by what are called the overseers. And I may be butchering this because, again, I have a bit of catching up to do still with this server, but it's pretty cool looking. But again, some of the guys have already messed with it though and put sombrero on it. Supernova Relic threw a sombrero on it last week and it looked hilarious. I think he's gonna maybe, I don't know, he might have mentioned that he likes the idea of putting different hats on it. Anyway, and then we have our Church of Ladder Chicken. Please show respect by removing your hat. I'm not going to do so. But this is the Church of Ladder Chicken. And there it is. It's a ladder with a chicken on the front of it. Church of Ladder Chicken. Shem 1224, thou shalt not question the church. I love it. Jump 15-3, the ladder chicken came before the egg. I didn't see these signs before. Jeb 18-3, thou shalt give all worldly goods to the church. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, Supernova Relic was responsible for a lot of this, and it's just hilarious. I love it. I definitely love and appreciate the people I get to hang out with on here and enjoy being a part of this. You're a huge part of my Twitch origin story. That's absolutely right. Right, Mouse? Thank you. Yeah, lady. Thank you for the lurk, Bam. I appreciate it, friendo. And like myself, I'm sure you've made an impact on many people's lives. I know that I fondly think of people randomly and I'm thankful for all they've done, but I don't express it all the time. Long explanation to say, I'm sure you have a lot of secret people that are sending you love. Thank you for saying that, Nancy Cat. Absolutely. Let me just check my mailbox. Hey, I've got lime dye. Sweet. So this is the post office box. This was put, or post office, excuse me. This was put together by Chris the IT guy, or reassembled or rebuilt by Chris the IT guy. Here is the pub. This is where a lot of the buffoons originally started putting things together so that we could at least gather here and have one central place to communicate with each other about things we discovered in regards to the storyline or, you know, maybe just resources that we found. But if you're curious about Ladder Chicken, this is where it all started. Lord Ladder Chicken. Yeah, the guys were having fun throwing eggs around the room, and one landed right on top of that shulker head. And so there was a chicken right on top of that shulker head for the longest time. And so since the ladders were adjacent to it, they started referring to him as Ladder Chicken, Lord Ladder Chicken. It was funny. But then may he rest in peace. Unfortunately, he was, I believe, murdered. I don't know the full story behind it, but I guess that's his corpse. I think that says Ladder Chicken, yeah. And anyways, but there was a church that was assembled in his honor. And it's actually part of a funny ongoing thing that's now started. When you walk in that... Let me just say that there was a clever trap put together when you first walk in. And so now somebody has a chicken head stuck on them with cursive binding on it. I believe it was Greener Canuck. And so that means that he now has this chicken head stuck on him for however long until he finally dies, or until he figures out a clever way to get that chicken head dispensed on somebody else's head, and then they then have to continue wearing it. So it's a pretty clever kind of game that we're going to have start and continue on throughout the season. This is my temporary house. I need at some point to come through here and gather my resources. If there's anything of value here. Actually, there's cake. Yay. I love cake. Yum. I need some golden carrots, though. And, actually, let's sleep. We'll just sleep in our temporary house. I was borrowing this house temporarily when I first started on the season. Alrighty, let's check it out. Show you guys just a few more things, and we'll head back to the base and continue work and continue talking about the Opera House. I'm really excited to put that together. So across the way here is the library. That house across the river is Chris the IT guy's house. But over here, this building is the library. This was actually Chris the IT guy's shrine, and it's pretty epic. Shrine of Knowledge, Public Library, Lore Storage. Pretty awesome looking in here. The candles are amazing. I haven't messed with them yet. But then we've got axolotls in here. They're fun. I love them. But then here was where the guys began initially communicating with the entity. By using this redstone lamp, they were able to communicate by, you know, doing 1 blink for yes, 2 blinks for no, 3 for unsure. It was pretty interesting. I didn't get to witness any of that myself, but that's what I've been told. And then here, up here we have where we collected a bunch of books that they had been discovering throughout the village and different parts of the world. And let's maybe just read one here, just to give you an idea of how this is kind of playing out. This is the first book. When we were at lunch today, some of the other miners told me that the new spur is cursed. The earth is dry, hard, and brittle, and the air through there is hot enough that it's noticeable all the way up at the main junction. There have been 6 minor cave-ins since work started last week. I don't envy the Team 1. They won't complain, but I think I'll speak to Magnus or on their behalf. Maybe he'll see fit to do something. Magnus is the mayor of the town. Magnus agreed to send a team to investigate the new spur, and my team is on top rope duty. They've been down there for hours already. I hope they're all right. A dragon! There's a dragon down there, sleeping at the bottom of the new spur. Goodness knows how long it's been there, or how it got into that tiny cave, but we can't afford to wake it up. Magnus has bought the silence of the miners, but there's no way I'm keeping this from John. I have to tell someone, or I'll explode. So this was written by Marin. Marin is one of the characters, or one of the original citizens of Chronicle. Chronicle is the name of the village. So the story kind of unfolds, right? And Marin ends up being one of the heroes of this whole tale, who figured out how to banish the dragon into a different dimension. But like I said, or they went through a portal, but in order to do that, she had to bring it through on her own. And anyway, so they've been banished as well, but they've been communicating with us. And so we believe the entity is associated with Marin, and Marin is trying to help us. We think. But it's still unfolding. Wait, you haven't had a one-on-one with the entity? Not exactly. Nope. I've witnessed it doing things like changing records on the record player, but I haven't actually communicated directly with it. On one of the VODs, you'll see some of the guys already communicating and talking to it, and I'm just kind of there getting freaked out about, like, there being blaze rods floating around and talking to us. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then here is the mayor's house. This is kind of an example of what happened to the village. The dragon basically was able to free itself from the mine and, yes, started unleashing heck upon the village and the villagers. And this is what remains of the mayor's house. However, the entity's communicator made sure that we know that it cannot be... This cannot be touched. We're not to do anything about this. Leave it exactly the way it is. Nothing got stuck in there for a bit. Oh, really? They trapped me in a cave and made me ride in a boat to the library to talk. Oh, really? I guess only troublemakers get a talking to. I see. Got stuck by a candle? Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool, Nancy. You know, I tried to watch her VOD of the first playthrough here on the server, but Twitch has been really crazy with VODs lately. For some reason, some are disappearing, and I didn't see that one listed. But I hope that kind of gives you guys a general idea of what's going on here. There's quite a lot more going on in different parts of the server. Actually, I'm going to go and check out... I mentioned... I was talking to you guys about the shrines and how Turbosaurus X won second place. So let's go find his shrines. I'm going to show you that, because that's another excellent example of what some of these buffoon crafters are capable of doing. Amazing content creators, lots of awesome building going on. I love it. Mouser says, time for me to sleep. I love you all. Thank you for the song, Toxic. More love to you, Lady of Hot Sauce and Lord of Malia. Yeah, for being amazing humans. Amen to that, Mouser. Mouser, thank you again, friendo. I really appreciate the raid and your love. It really means a lot to me. It really does. It warms my heart. It really does. And I appreciate it, friendo. Have a good birthday tomorrow. Take care. And man, I'm very excited for you. I think this might work right here. Yeah, let's get out here. This will put us in the right spot, I believe. Night Melon, yeah, this is amazingly cool. Thank you, Beep Boop. Appreciate it. Had a wonderful night, yes. Yeah, thank you all for being so amazing and wishing Mouse some love and good night. I really appreciate that. Hi, Nancy, how are you? When we first saw the entity on Auntie's boat thingy, the first thing that we, the viewers watching, said, get him, chase him down. Really, that's hilarious. Guys, can we get some hearts and love in chat? Let's just go ahead and spam some mouse-ive emotes if you got them. Oh, I think I went the wrong direction, now that I'm looking at this. Oops. Did I? Oh, well, we'll just backtrack a little bit here. Yeah, good night, mouse. I really appreciate you, friendo. There we go. Thank you, Nancy. That's an awesome collection of emotes. Hey, mechanic. What's up, dude? Hydrate, you got it, friendo. Cheers, how are you? And a stretch. Heck yeah. Ugh. Ugh. appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, mechanic? Can't let my dude die from stiffness. I appreciate that, man. What's up, mechanic? How have you been, friendo? Yeah, I appreciate it. Heck yeah. What have you been up to, mechanic? You pretty good? That rocks. Cheez-Its with another stretch. You got it. I'll do the Cheez-Its stretch here. You're the one who taught me about this shoulder stretch. I worked my shoulders a little bit today, so I need to get that going. Okay. It's behind the back number. There we go. Oof. Alright, cool. Thank you, Cheez-Its. Was that 2 stretches? Well, 1 for each arm. How about that? Lisa says, I'm great. I got my new RAM in today, installed it myself, got 2, and that's right. That's right. That's right. You did. You're making a mod pack. Whoa, that's cool. This is turning out awesome. This is Turbosaurus X's base, by the way, guys. And I am loving the way that's looking. Wow. This is the entrance to his shrine, which I already was amazed with. I was like, well, that's a lovely amount of detail just for an entrance to a walkway up the hillside here. Awesome. Then as we proceed up here, we make our way to the actual shrine itself. Let's see, took that as a moment to stretch too, so thank you. Yeah, thank you, Nancy. Yep, exactly. For each of these channel point redemptions, guys, I hope you're considering doing that yourself when it comes to the hydration and the stretches. So here's his trophy, Shrine Challenge, 2nd place, Turbosaurus X. Heck yeah. Let's continue climbing up here to what is his shrine to friendship. It's cool. And you can tell that he definitely has a pretty firm grasp of this sort of, I don't know, like pagoda style build, or sort of like the Asian or Japanese buildings. Really, really cool. But then that's one Chris the IT guy's head on top of that pillar. And so this is his shrine to friendship. And this was, again, an amazing build and worthy of 2nd place. Really, really cool. I'm busy with work and family. Oh, I gotcha. Sure, that's so awesome. Do you have to code mod packs? I don't understand the heads. If you kill each other, you'll probably have a chance of dropping a head. Yep, I'm proud of myself. Even though I'm not tech savvy, it did take me 2.5 hours to do the webcams. And check that out in the distance. And now you can use Curse Forge. Oh, that's right. Nancy, I like how that's looking. That ship arrived, and there's lore behind that. Like, the overseers came in to visit, and that was their ship. But then Nanty Cat joined us, which was a happy, happy surprise, I have to tell you. And she's now the captain of that ship. She's taken over it, and that's her base. Disclaimer, did not build it, just took it over. Exactly. Can you make a ladder up to there, Toxic, please? Up to where? To the ship? I figured out waterfalls. That's awesome. Yeah, it looks cool. You've got a waterfall falling from there. That's plenty to get up and down. And if you want me to help you with ladders, I can. Or all you need is a lily pad and some scaffolding. Oh, is it time to sleep? Oh, shoot, I didn't bring a bed, did I? Alright, we might have to hop into Turbosaurus X's house for a minute. Do a little impromptu MTV Cribs tour. And see if there's a bed we can sleep on quickly. Or we'll just have to deal with some of the ne'er-do-wells. Which, there's already one right there. Okay, no. Come out here, please. I don't want you messing anything up, please. Hey, Bam joined. Nice. Alright, let's see. Where's my bow? There it is. Alright, took care of the creeper. I don't want him messing it up. Figured a waterfall. Stop it. Oh well. The only reason Lisa would need to code is if she were creating original mod and not just combining mods into a pack. Right. Church of Ladder Chicken is kind. Church shortage of ladder chicken. That's hilarious. I think Turbosaurus X was implicated in the destruction of said ladder chicken. Creeper? Aw, man. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to mess anything up. This isn't my base. I'm merely helping out. Jesus. No, I didn't know. That's awesome. All I'm doing is putting the mods like together in one pack. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Curse Forge is awesome for that. Alright, let's get our axe prepped. Let's go kill a few mobs with our axe. That's what we like to do. We like to axe things. That's a question, right? Oh, he did. Okay. No need to worry about that guy anymore. Sweet. I think we can maybe access our base by traveling through the river that direction. Yeah, let's do it. Heck yeah. Boom. Let's do this. All I'm doing is, or ones I want to learn. There you go. Toxic, do you need any more iron? Actually, yes. Sweet. I've got some iron. Let's make our way to the base. Jesus. If you need help, let me know. I used to run my own server through my computer and made custom mod packs. I was a moderator for a modded network, so I know my way around. That's right. Oh, I don't want to go that way. That might be some spoilers, so we'll go only 28 though. That's plenty. Heck yes. All right, let's hop off the boat then. We'll just do some good old hoofing it. We'll also drop you a follow, Lisa. Oh, thank you for mechanic. Yeah, Lisa's an awesome part of the community here. Whoa, I like that clearing right there. Looks really cool. Like, I wonder if we could do something with that. Hey, a bed. Looks like somebody's already probably going to do something with this. Alright, so we won't mess with that. But, let's see if we can land on that bed. Yay, we did. We got Feather Falling 4. I wasn't too worried about it. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for doing that, mechanic. Alright, there's the old music shrine again. Again, I can't wait till I get shaders so I can see how that looks like with shaders. I think after the stream, I'm going to get the latest Optifine so I can get my shaders to work and come back here and take a few screenshots and share that in the Discord server. So if you guys are not already on the Discord server, Discord, if you'd like to hop in there. I wish it were a bit more active, but I hold myself responsible for that. If I had more time, I would definitely try and do some more fun stuff on there to keep everybody's attention. But for the time being, I mean, we're all probably a part of so many different Discord servers, it's hard to almost keep track, if I'm being honest. So, but if you'd like to, it's a great way to get notified when we go live, or if I'm not able to go live, trying to be really good about making announcements about any struggles I'm having and how I will not be available to stream said night. Or, let's see, wait, no, that's going to be slabs. And then that, and then that. Okay. Maybe we'll, we should turn this into a cool dock at some point. Let's make some more. Let me catch up with you guys. Up when I can with 2 webcams now, I can do my crochet streams. That's super cool, Lisa. I'm looking forward to that, as a matter of fact. I'd love to spend some time with you while you crochet. That sounds lovely. Okay. Alright, at some point we'll come back here, or let's just do that now. Let's make a dock. Make it really quick. It's a small little dock. Just so we can slide our boat on up. This will be much more grand of a path to the Opera House. Okay, let's use some logs. Okay, there's that. And that. Is it out finally? Discord is very good. Right. And when you say is it out, I don't know. Yes, there is a latest version. I had to remember what I was talking about. Streamer brain, sorry. Yes, the latest preview version of Optifine will finally allow you to use or view shaders. However, I've heard that it's still a little clunky. It needs a little fine tuning, but at least yeah, we can get back to loving our shaders, you know. Okay. Just a small little dock. I don't think I'll be happy unless I stretch it out a little bit more and put some more logs in place. More supporting legs. Yeah, let's just go about. Let's go out a little bit further. I'm at main village. Oh man, I almost forgot about Bam. Whoops, I did actually. I'm terrible. Okay. Okay, let's actually take the canals. You open up a soda here. Discord is pretty good, yeah. Thank you, Panda. With your help too, it's been improving a lot, right, Panda? I have a lot of people ask me when I'm going to start that, and the answer is here soon. Cool. Yeah, Lisa, I'm excited. I mean, it'll be fun to watch you crochet and just hang out and enjoy your company and give you company while you put something amazing together. There we go. Here's the entrance. That post office. All right. Okay, that looks good. I'm pretty sure this is the right way to go. Yeah, we need to go this direction. It's a little bit windy here. Yeah, that looks familiar. Okay, yeah, we should be seeing Story's Shrine. So he knows where we are, so we don't just keep him in suspense. Damn. That's hilarious. I'm self-taught with stuffed animals, but my mom, when she was alive, taught me how to do blankets and basic stitches. That's awesome, Lisa. How cool. Well, that's quite a talent to have, as a matter of fact. I mean, that's a great skill to have. Bam, how are you, sir? Is your mumble working by any chance? It looks like you're deafened. This fancy chap. On the glowy diamond goodness. Yes, sir. Coffee says I dozed off for a bit. How's the stream going? Are we taking a tour? Yeah, kind of. We did a little tour earlier. And we just met up with our friend Bam here. He was going to hook me up with some iron. And so now we're taking a little tour. We're going to find Storiani Girl's shrine to music. I can show Bam where that is. I hope one of us has a bed because it's about to become nighttime. I love when the squids do handstands. It's pretty funny. Or I guess they'd be tentacle stands. Okay, here it is. This is it. Never seen the noise sounds on the bottom, right? Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, it's really helpful to, I don't know if I have a bed. I don't. So hopefully we don't get attacked. It's in accessibility settings, I believe. Subtitles. I believe it's in accessibility in settings. So let's see. Options, accessibility settings, and then subtitles right here on the top right. Show subtitles on. It's very, very useful. Beep boop. Because like say you're not sure. Oh, look at this little jerk. It's very handy because sometimes you're not sure if you're looking for lava, you don't know where the lava is coming from, the noise from the lava is coming from. You can see the little arrows in the subtitles telling you what direction the noise is coming from too. Very helpful. Yep. Golden carrot. Yep. Let's see. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Library? Okay, library is right here. Arigato very much. Domo, arigato. Domo. Right. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's get back to the base, guys. I mean, I do like messing around with killing some mobs here and there. Actually, dude, I forgot about my new sounds. I could have been using them right now, as a matter of fact, since we're like killing stuff. I'd set up some of those new sounds so that like we have battle music. So let me show you guys that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is something new. I set up my Go XLR. I had a lot of fun with it the last stream, but I forgot to do anything with it this whole stream. We've just been having fun hanging out, right? And then that raid was awesome. Hanging out, singing for you guys, playing some guitar, singing for Malsive. We've been having a good time just hanging out, so I'm not too bothered. But let's check it out. Mr. Roboto, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. DMC is direct. No, I'm kidding. Or else, that would be pretty pathetic if you were to get, you know, DMCA striked for that little bit, right? Okay, so look at, we got mobs. We needs to kill them. Commence fight music. Right, you want to dance? Let's dance. Ready? Yeah, that's right. Take that, sucker. Yeah. You want to dance too? Huh? You want to dance? Yeah. You take some of that. You take some of that. Oh, what? That guy thinks he can just take over my boat like nothing? That's right. You're on fire now. You die. Woohoo. You get some of this too. Yeah. You want some? Yeah. Take that. Yeah. Aw, that wasn't supposed to happen. I thought I'd loaded like another song. Dang it. I did. There was supposed to be some celebratory music after that. Oh no. Nope. Nope. Fail. But anyway, let's try some other music. You wanna dance? Huh? You wanna dance? Let's dance. Let's dance. Come on. Alright. You wanna dance too? Wait, let's try some more of that Oh, what? Now it's Skelly? Who do you think you are? What? Oh, cool. Alright, now they're battling. They're battling. They're dancing. So let's try some of this. Yeah. Boom. You dead. And you dead. Okay, let's try something else. How about this one? Oh, this is more of my adventuring song. This is like battle music. This is like, oh, boss fight. Whoa. Okay. There it is. Alright, let me catch up with you guys in chat. I was having a bit too much fun right there. Oh man, I missed quite a bit here in the conversation. I'm sorry, guys. Epic Gamer. The creepers in the boat. Yeah, that was hilarious, wasn't it? This BTD was perfect for this occasion. Jesus. SC3 was not easy. No, right? Hey man, what's up? Hey, Evac. How are you doing? Let me see if I can pronounce that. So, Evac Sharamedri. That's a really cool name. I'm sure I butchered that, but awesome. Welcome, friendo. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. I was lurking around and came across your stream, and I wonder if I can help you out with your branding graphics. Well, if you'd like to message me, cool, but I don't know about, you know, talking about that on stream. I appreciate it, though. Okay. And I appreciate the follow. Thank you, friendo. Alright, let's get to the base. Evac, as far as that stuff goes right now on my channel, I've actually created most everything. Like, I set it all up myself. So, yeah, I'm a bit proud of the way it is, even though it might be terrible, you know, in other people's eyes, or maybe could be worth of a spruce up. But, hey, hit me up. You know, I don't want to squash what could be, you know, opportunity. So, but I don't want to distract too much from the stream here. So, yeah, if you can reach out, just DM me and we'll talk. Yeah, you guys were supposed to hear a different sound when I hit this sad trombone thing right here. So let me see if I can. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can get that lined up. That shouldn't take me too long here. Let's see. Beep boop. But arrow. Yeah, I know. Getting an arrow stuck in me for sure, mate. Sounds really great. Oh no, it's not. Oh, cool. Thank you. Let's see here. So, I was supposed to have this sound. I'll play it for you guys so you can hear what this is. What this was supposed to be. Wait, here it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere in here. Give me just a minute and I'll find it, guys. There it is. Okay, so this is the sound that should have played right now when I clicked that button. Instead of the sad trombone thing, you should have heard... Here we go, that goes here. This needs to be deleted. Boom, okay. Let me save. Profile. So I don't forget to save. Always save. Always save, guys. Here we go. Yes! That's what you're all supposed to have heard after I cued that sad trombone sound earlier. Let's see. Okay, some more slabs so we can extend this out a bit further, put some more masts into the water. And I think I'll be happy with this. Just a little bit further out here. I think that might even do it. How about just a bit more? Well, we only had one more. So maybe we'll leave that one missing there. Make this look a little bit, I don't know, derelict, I guess. All right. Okay. Now what would be really cool is if I had Silk Touch on a shovel, I could get one of these, or figure out a way to put a path block on top of those. I wonder how that would look. Oh well. Just thinking out loud. Kamakwa says, evening Toxic in chat. How goes the buffooning on Canada Day? Goes pretty good. Kamakwa, good to see you. How are you, friendo? And happy Canada Day. Oh, let me unpause the music. Looks like it was right at the end of another song anyway. It's a little bit of a pause there. Here we go. There it is. Nice. That's better. Yeah, hi, Kamakwa. Fantastically mediocre. Right on. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. Could be a lot worse, right? Let's finish putting up these stairs. If you guys don't know what we're listening to, this is Infinity Volume 2 by Music Man 1017. Any regulars of this stream will already know plenty about who that character is. But, amazing, basically. If you're not already following, do you even Twitch? And, yeah, Malcolm is Music Man 1017. He's responsible for putting together Infinity Volume 1 and 2 now for us to use on our own channels, free of any worry of DMCA strikes. It's pretty amazing. Pretty awesome, actually. So if you guys are streamers and looking for some music to use on your channel and you're worried about the whole DMCA stuff and kind of terrified about even thinking about it, I can guarantee you, you'll be good to go if you go ahead and get Spotify going with these albums. It's good stuff. Hey Panda, hey Legend, how are you? Good, how are you? I gotta go, gotta work tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate it, boop boop. Beep boop. Not boop boop. You have a good one. I appreciate you hanging out. It's been lovely having your company here. Take care, friendo. Let's see. We are gonna need dirt, actually. So let me keep that podzol on my hotbar. Let's make some more. We need more half slabs. So let's get those going. And place those in that inventory slot so that I can easily... Yeah, let's keep these dandelions separate. And we're going to finish putting up the stairs to go up this side now, so that there's a clear idea of what I'm doing here in regards to the entryway. This is all temporary, but this was to give me an idea of what I want to do later on with like quartz and stuff like that. I wanted to get these ideas out of my head onto paper, basically, so that I don't lose track of what I wanted to do with this this build. To anybody new right now, we're working on my Opera House project. It's called the Hilltop Opera House, and some of the other Buffoon Crafters on here will contribute as they see fit to complete this build, and that's actually one of the things I've challenged myself to do, is ask for help. Because one of the things I'm worst at is, one of the things I'm terrible at is asking for help. And that goes for almost everything in my life. I could definitely have been in a much worse place had not been receiving help from a friend or kind words from somebody when I was experiencing something bad. You know, we're all like that, right? I asked Toxic to make a ladder for Nancy, but Nancy said, I figured out Waterfall's topic. Come on. Pretzel Rocks is good, yes. Yeah, you're right. I haven't played since last Saturday, so I haven't escaped the pyramid yet. Oh no, really? You're stuck in the pyramid, Nancy? I still need to. I want to watch the VOD for that. I think the only person who was streaming at the time for that pyramid thing was JW89. All right, so that's that. Cool. Right on. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. So now we have stairs. I'm gonna widen this path now. I'm gonna go ahead and widen these stairs. I think that definitely needs to happen. Let's level this off a little bit. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Yes, love it. I think so. It was Jay. Yeah, okay, cool. I can certainly relate to that. It's a character flaw of mine. Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, especially when we have so many amazing people here on Twitch. Absolutely amazing people, some amazing friends that we've made on here. Like, this is the one place where I'm finally comfortable and forcing myself to be on the server with amazing other content creators. Like, you know, I definitely love providing help, right? I love coming to the rescue and helping somebody with their build, or just helping kill a few monsters, you know, when they're unable to deal with them or something like that. But I'm terrible at wanting to allow others to help me, especially when it comes to certain things that I feel like were my idea, you know, or were my, you know, I hate the idea of putting so much work on somebody else with something that should be my responsibility. But no, I mean, that's not what it's about. This season of BuffoonCraft is about working together, and I love it. I really do truly love it, and I'm very grateful to be on here. I've said that many a times, but I do mean it. Like, I've made some friends for life. Really, I have. Via Twitch, and now via Minecraft, really. Minecraft, and, you know, met some incredible friends. I'm super honored to be on this server, as a matter of fact. Because there's some amazing people on here, but really incredible content creators. So, for that, I'm grateful. And I'm going to push myself to be a better person, and one of the things I need to be better at right away is asking for help. Alright, so I've lost track of my bed, guys. I don't know where I put it down last. Toxic, who are the OG or BuffoonCraft? I cannot figure it out. Chris seems to never see my question, or is it a secret? No, well, Chris is one of the original buffoons. Chris and Nova are the buffoons. They met each other on BentCraft, I believe, the BentCraft server. And, you know, obviously, everybody should know if they've been around those two. They're definitely, they're pals. And, yeah, they called themselves, they kept referring to each other as the buffoons. There is a more specific story behind that. There's more detail to it. I'm probably butchering this, but this is the best way I can summarize it in that you know, as far as what I know. I mean, basically, they're the buffoons, and they did start a server a long time ago that was for viewers as well. It was like a subscriber server. I was invited to be a part of it, and it was a lot of fun. They called that BuffoonCraft. But then later on had the idea that it should be exclusively for content creators. And so then they launched BuffoonCraft Season 1, which was a lot of fun, an incredible amount of fun. The idea behind that one was kingdoms, so we all had kingdoms that we were putting together. And now we have BuffoonCraft Season 2, And the idea behind this is the storyline, as I've explained so far. But really, the idea behind everything is to get us all to work together. You know what I need? I need glowstones. Let's throw on this helmet, and let's do a bit of adventuring and get some glowstone, guys. I think that could help us out a lot. So we can put some glowstone into the floor and cover it with moss and have some fun protecting ourselves a little bit better. Let's throw this in here, temporary for safekeeping. Temporarily is what I'm trying to say. I need to get my sword enchanted too, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, this bow is no longer needed. That's no longer needed. Scaffolding could come in handy. A few torches wouldn't hurt to have on hand. Get rid of the gunpowder. Flint and steel could help with the hoglins. Scaffolding, cool. Let me bring some blocks. Right on. Should also bring some sticks just in case. I hope that that made sense. Season 1 equals kingdom. Season 2 equals United Nation. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty much, Kamakwa. Okay, let's go in here. I'm gonna get my boat ready, actually. Dude. Live by the boat, die by the boat, guys. Yes. That is absolutely a thing. Alright, I think that'll work. Let's go. How does Nante's Pirate Kingdom work into the UN? I don't know exactly. It's with each of these nations that join us, obviously others, you know, she took over a ship that was originally a means of travel by our enemies, I guess, and so that was conquered, and she took over that ship. She needed a quick base to catch up since she started late, and that worked. What better to use than that? Oh, look at there's okay, so that whoa, okay, we're right on a bastion. That's a little bit terrifying, but I see. So are there any brutes here? I hope not. Let me test something out. Wait, I don't have. I left my shulkers behind. That might have been a bad idea. Let's make a chest, open it, and see if we attract some attention. Let's do that. Chest. Boom. Hello? Hello? Look, I took something from this chest. Y'all don't like that. Yeah, I hear some snorting, but nobody's coming up. Okay. I'll let you guys all know that I don't really mess with bastions very much at all. I've been killed so many times. And I see a brute over there, so I know that maybe there's a chance that these haven't really been cleared. I don't have a shield, so let me make one of those really quickly. I don't have totems either. So, yeah, we're going to abandon this task for just a moment, where I go back and make a shield with some of that iron we just got. Thank you for the lurk, Red Panda. I appreciate it, friendo. Yeah, I wonder, maybe Nancy has to figure out some kind of storyline behind the boat. Or Nancy, you're here. What say you? Uh-oh. Lag. Shield. Yes. First shield of the season, guys. Heck yes. Let's get some lava. Lava could come in real handy right now. Oh, dudes. I just remembered something. I was working on a texture pack. Did I show you guys the tortilla texture pack that I made? I wonder if it still works. I mean, it should. I don't think it should. Let's gather some of this stuff, make some bread. Okay. That's good questions. Did I hear tacos? If only. Would you like assistance in your boat's conjuring backstory? I love doing backstories in D&D. Kamako, that sounds awesome. I don't know. Nancy, what do you think? That's a good question. Did I hear tacos? Well, I didn't really conquer it, but sure. Cool. Rock on. Look forward to seeing what you put together there, Kamakwa. Alright guys, let me pause here for a minute. I'm going to exit the game so I can see if that texture pack... Okay, look it, I've already got a lot here already. So, this was made for an older version of... Let's just try it. Let me see if it works. Done. Hopefully it works nicely. I would think it should. Hopefully it does. Question, does Toxic have to call you Captain Nancy Cat? Well, she hasn't declared that I should, but thank you, Kamakwa, or Cheez-Its. I probably should remember that I need to refer to her as Captain Nanty Cat. Cool. Yes. Okay, there we go. So we got Toxic Pack back. That was the old one, though. Red Panda, I know that you came up with a new one. But Toxic Foods, that's what I was... Okay. We also need the shield pack. Let me just load all these things. This is incompatible, but it should work. And then Toxic Textures. And I was working on a bed one, too. I don't know what that ended up looking like. Yeah, I did download it. No, I didn't. Whoops. Nope. This is working right now. It looks pretty good. Check it out, guys. Check out my tortillas. I love it. I have a bigger build plan, but I don't want to reveal it in case it fails. Oh, okay. Okay. You would call me anything, but it's Captain Nanty to you. Nice, Nanty. I love tortillas, do you? Awesome. Yeah, it's my tortillas. They're flour tortillas, too. You might be able to notice. But they're legit ones made with lard. Yes. Oh, yes, guys. I got a picture of when my mother-in-law was making tortillas, and I used that picture to make this texture. So that's a fresh homemade tortilla that I'm eating in game, or that I will be eating whenever I get hungry again finally. But yeah, what else did I do? Oh, the shield. And check that out. Okay, so that's not... No, there it is. Boom. Durr. I just couldn't see it in my inventory. So anyway, check it out. Boom. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of the shield? I think it's pretty cool. Nice. A few questions. Child was good. Neutral or bad for your character. Child is new. That's important information. I don't want to take away from next year's stream, but we'll do time tomorrow. Yeah. However you guys continue, I don't mind too much. I love it. I did a few other things, like there's some paintings, but I don't have any leather to make some of those paintings because I changed the paintings textures so that they would have some of the BuffoonCrafters present. With the steak, what I plan on doing with the raw beef is making that, or no, the steak, when I cook steak, they're going to be like steak burritos. So they're going to look like burritos when I'm done with those. Or maybe tacos, like carne asada tacos. But anyway, let's get back to this thing. You know, I did grab the bucket so I could fill it with lava. So let's get some lava. So in case we come across some hoglins, we can deal with them easily. Maybe even deal with some of the piglins in that way too. I'll get some of this lava and we'll go back to the nether. Forgot it was Thursday? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's right. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is a work day. I have a light day of work tomorrow, so we might go a little bit longer, guys. I just realized that, yeah, we've already hit 3 hours. That's pretty awesome, but let's go a little bit longer. And because I want to feel like we've actually done something before I end the stream, and it feels like we haven't done much. But it's been fun. It's definitely been a fun stream, guys. All right, let's grab some lava. Take that with us. Tacos. Yeah, tacos would be awesome, right? I'm hoping this makes me hungry faster so I can go ahead and eat my tortillas. I want to show you guys how I can eat tortillas in Minecraft. Once I update the texture pack, I can put it on the Discord server if you guys want to have tortillas in your Minecraft game experience stuff and words, things of that sort. Let's back up to the base. I've got to do something about this. I need an easier way to get up and down. Like, I need to put in some actual stairs or half slabs more yeah, see, look, I started doing that and then got distracted, as is usually the case with my streams and just in general Minecrafting. Okay, make me hungry, Toxic. I know. Lisa, I actually ate already and I'm getting hungry. We'll end of Thursday, but it's 10:05 for me. Oh, yeah. It's already Friday for me. I'm from the future. Whoa! Nancy. You got any insight on those lottery numbers? Ooh, that was a close one. Hey, look, I'm hungry finally. Let's eat a tortilla. Yay! Tortilla's good. Yes. Now, it'd be better if they had mantequilla on them. Or butter. Alright, let's keep going. That's Friday there too. Coffee? So many people from the future, right? What is it like in the future? Sorry, Caps. I don't worry about that coffee. I'm okay, man. Yeah, it's weird. With me, I don't get bothered by caps because I worked at a company that used a really antiquated form of software for the billing system, and so everything was in caps. And so, like, I'm forever not bothered by caps. I mean, except where blatantly obvious it was only meant to get a rise out of me. Alright, let's go back. My cat stepped on the caps lock. Oh, okay. He's gonna tell us about the future if Robo Blanket has taken over. Robo Blanket? Yes! So many people from the future, yes. I think I read that. Let's see, what's up with these guys? Are they still pissed? They shouldn't be, right? I hate bastions. I almost want to just avoid this place entirely. Maybe I should. I only sense death and destruction. Chest. Do I dare? I've got blocks. Let's throw those blocks on the hotbar. Okay, let's make sure we can escape. Okay, so nobody can get in. Let's protect ourselves this way too. See what's in this chest. Actually, let's go ahead and leave that open so in case if somebody does come down here, maybe we can tempt them with some gold. Iron block. Debris, yes. Score, guys. Heck, yes. Break that so nobody else comes down here thinking that they've scored something too. You're forever cap locked. Yeah, there is no Robo Blanket. What? Oh dear. Oh god, it's worse than I thought. Robo Blanket has brainwashed Nancy's brain to remember its existence. Oh no. Guys, what is Robo Blanket? I'm sorry. I'm a little lost. I may have to switch my swap key around. I think that messed with me a little bit. I think that was enough time for them to forget. That was some cool stuff, though. We scored Ancient Debris. That's good. Because I definitely want to get something else netherited out. Did the music stop? Yeah, it did. Let's listen to something else now, guys. Listen to Turtles and Chill for a little bit here. Do we see any glowstone? Yeah, there's lots of glowstone, obviously, up there. Alright, we'll have some fun raiding this a bit more some of the time. Let's go up. Nancy, my cat sleeps on a blanket, and they have deemed it to be a robot. Oh, I get it now. That's right. I mean, I've heard them joking about the kitty before. Oh, hey. May I interest you in some gold? But you have to come over here, dude. Wait, you're kind of far away, aren't you? Alright, let's see what's up with this guy. Are you friendly? Let's see what you got. Yeah, I like spectral arrows. That's cool. There we go. Robo looks to come from Nancy's bed that charges her cats to function during the day. Hence why Thaddeus is usually sleep on a robo blanket. I see. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Gravel? You jerk. What am I supposed to do with gravel? What am I supposed to do with the gun rack? I don't own a gun, let alone many guns to necessitate an entire rack. Dude. Well, I think we can use this stuff. Oh, we've got plenty of it already. That guy's gonna get mad if we pick up that gold, right? Let's tortilla about it. Just want some glowstone. Some glowstone would be nice. There's quite a few piglins around here now. Okay, we're getting lost now, though. I don't want to get too far away. I don't see any more glowstone anywhere. Lots of gold, though. Maybe I should scaffold up there. Let me see. Give me gravel. Yeah, I need to make all the black cock. Okay. I'll keep it, and I'll let you know if I find any more. I'll definitely start keeping all my gravel for you. That's awesome. Well, there's certainly a lot of quartz, so let me go ahead and snag that up. Nancy needs all the gravel. Black concrete. Cool, cool. Gravel is very useful. Toxic green Canadian gun racks are not high priority. Yeah. I don't own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack. What am I gonna do with a gun rack? Anybody? Name it. Anybody? I'm referencing a movie. But, yeah, you know. I'm a bit old. So. You can hang your laundry on it? Now, if only there was a Timbits rack? Oh, I would be all over that. I don't even know what that is. Come on, what is a Timbits? Well, anyways, that was a reference from Wayne's World. Timbits? You know, I don't... Oh, thanks, Red Panda. I appreciate your enthusiasm, bro. Oh, yeah, that's right. It happens. Bloop. Okay. Disasters averted. Wait, actually, dude. Yes. That's actually good. Kill all them hoglins. Yes. Oh, of course, except for the baby. Which I actually appreciate. However, the babies can be quite a nuisance. So let's wait for that to clear up. Get some more of this lovely quartz. And if we don't get... Dude. Hi. What's up, friendo? How are you doing today? Are you telling me you don't know all things Canadian? Unfortunately, I do not. Timbits are what you call donut holes in the U.S. Nice! Okay. Timbits, that makes sense. So for, like, Tim Hortons? Right on. You know, if, I should say when. When I do finally go and visit Canada. Because it's gonna happen. Or at least I'm really hoping it does. I actually work for a company that's based out of Canada, so I'm, like, kind of happy about that. There have already been rumors about us, you know, having some kind of business trip eventually that takes us out there, and that would be cool. Meet all the cool peeps. But anyway, I think one of the first things I want to do is check out a Tim Hortons and see what the big deal is. In hopes that it's better than Starbucks, even. Let's go over to this Crimson Tree, actually, and get some shroom blocks from it. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that all about? I think there's a ghost block. Yes, burn, die a painful death. Okay, I don't know where to get that reference. I don't watch comedies. Wayne's World is a good movie. It absolutely is. Heck, I don't actually watch real TV, internet only. True, Lisa. Yeah, we've had a few conversations about that recently. Like, not only here, but in some other channels where it's, man, like, if there were any better time to cut the cable, dude, just come on over to Twitch. Like, or YouTube. There's plenty of amazing stuff happening, but seriously, come over to Twitch. Twitch is really where it's at. Because you got me, you know, if you want it. And, Malsive, you know. Music Man 1017, like, there's just so much amazing and wholesome and awesome content and people. But then, you know, I'm forgetting probably the most important part of all that is you guys. There's all you. You amazing people. Oh, check that out. Okay, looks like a couple trees grew together. Right on, there we go. More shroom blocks. Oh. We haven't messed around with this stuff much yet. So, this is good. It'd be cool if I could find a mushroom or two. Let me make sure I've got blocks in my hand, so if I need to pillar up because I want to avoid danger, I'm ready. Yeah, like that, I think. Let's see what there is to see here in the Nether. I haven't adventured too much in the Nether yet. Yeah, like there's our first contestant right there. What's up, dude? Let's get this thing ready. However, I don't even need to really do much other than let's switch stuff around here. The coffee is meh. When restaurants and brands is oh, okay. When restaurants, brands, international, Wendy's, Burger King took over, McDonald's Canada took over the old Tim Hortons coffee supplier contracts. Oh, dang. I see. Dang. But the food is still on par. Alright, more shroom blocks over here. Let's get them. How crazy is that? That we basically spawned on top of a whole bunch of bastions. Or that the Nether ended up being right over a bunch of bastions that are all grouped together. That's crazy. But I see a network of paths that have been formed. That's cool. So I am thinking that this should be pretty clear. MLG Lava Bucket. Yeah, no, thank you. Check out Markiplier's videos on the Tim Hortons from last month. He gives what I would consider American opinion of Tim Hortons. Okay, I'll check that out. It's just so, well, I do a lot of work on the internet, so I don't watch TV. I'm either looking up stuff for my father-in-law or for his fishing jigs, or I'm doing stuff for my channel. That's cool, Lisa. That is really cool. Is your father-in-law's a fisherman? That's awesome. That's something I wish I did a lot more of. More outdoorsy stuff. Like fishing. Fishing's awesome. It's relaxing. That's one of my favorite parts about the family trip to the beach in Mexico is the fishing trips. Because it's a fun hike. But, man. The fact that you're supposed to just sit there, chill, wait, be patient, it makes you think. It makes you chill. I love fishing. Trying to get the guys in the band to plan a fishing trip one of these days, but it didn't I don't know. It seemed cool to one of the guys, but the rest were like, fishing? What? There it is. Alright, cool. There's a warped forest off that direction. Maybe I want to check that out. Any hoglins? Well, see, there's stables here, so I need to really be careful. I could get attacked really easily. Alright, let's get some more of these shroom blocks. There we go. Yeah, the outdoor person, I spend most of my time on Twitch and Discord. I hear you. Fishing is fantastic until your half-blind father-in-law hooks your hand mid-cast. What? Oh no, Kamakwa. That sounds like fun. Oof. You still have you have a scar from that? Did this happen recently? Give us more, Kamakwa. I need to know the... Well, first of all, I need to know you're okay. Which I assume you are because you're here. But, wow. He is, and he likes making his own jig hooks. I see. I told him that once I get enough crochet stuff made, I will set up a website, post pictures on his fishing stuff, and my crochet on there and sell it. That's not a bad idea, Lisa. That is really cool. Yeah, Etsy has been quite a resource for people to share their talents. And I wonder if you're thinking about using Etsy for that or something. Okay. Let's go get those. We still need to snag those. Alrighty. Boom. Okay, shroom blocks acquired. How many do we have? We have 10 so far. That's pretty good. I'd like a little bit more than that. I kind of want to follow that path. But also, I think there's supposed to be a portal inside this bastion somewhere. Back to the base. Or back to Chronicle. Where's my limited hydrates? You did? Okay. I'll give you a hydrate for free here. Happened 12 years ago. My wife and him laughed a lot. It caught the web of skin between my thumb and pointer finger. Ooh. I'm just happy we were using barbless hooks. Okay, good. Lucky, man. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oof, that little barb at the end. Oof. I mean, you're probably using regular hooks that still has that one little barb, but you're talking about you don't have like the rest of the whole thing all barbed. Oof. There's a lot of glowstone in different areas here. I might be just too close to the portals, so a lot of what had been more conveniently available has already been snagged by some of the other BuffoonCrafters. So I don't know. Let's see if we can make our way over there and pillar up and get those that batch of glowstone there, and then we can call it a day, I think. Oh, I don't want to waste the spectral arrows. I only got 6. I should save those for when I need them. Where does this go? Hello. Yeah, hi. How are you? How are things? That's what I'm talking about right here. Okay, goodbye, netherrack. Hello. Warp fungus. Whoa. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, shoot. Yeah, brutes, not cool. And I don't have a bow on my hotbar, so, or a boat. So give me a second, guys. I need to figure out my escape here. Dude. So, let's get that boat ready. Let's take care of this guy for everybody. Come on, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Bring it. Sweet. Let's see. See, I'm not only a certified chef, but I'm also a business degree and I'm crafty, just not tech savvy. That's awesome, Lisa. Lisa, the more I get to know about you, the more I like. I'm really happy that you've discovered the channel and been hanging out. It's been really fun getting to know you. And I mean that in all seriousness. Certified chef or cooking streams. Most of BC requires no barbs. Okay. Whatsoever when fishing. Ah, I see. I don't have the setup for that just yet. Have to make some money for that. All hail the blue mushroom. Yes. You have driven him into lava. Totally understand him. It's so cool that you have that skill. Yeah, that is really cool, honestly. All right, so there's that batch of... that's what we're after. We're after that glowstone. Let's get it. Let me rearrange my stuff here a bit. Okay, I like that. So I can get to my bow quickly and my axe quickly. Right on. This lava, I don't appreciate it, but we'll work around it. Parkour. Yeah. Lava. Okay, good enough. Let's just pillar up from here. What do we have to work with? I'll use sand. I got rid of all the netherrack I had. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Just stating facts. Okay, now let's set up a little kind of workstation, I guess. Or a platform. We're just going to make it so that we can capture a lot of this stuff and it just doesn't go flying into the lava. However, I should be able to redirect that lava, actually. Let's do that. Just so that we don't even have to bother with building a whole platform. Let's just use those same blocks to make a bridge this way and get rid of the lava all in one fell swoop. Alright. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. Right on. There it is. Nope. Okay. No more lava. It's funny, my father-in-law does not like soup, but when I make it, and it doesn't matter what kind, he eats 5 or 6 bowls of soup. No way. That's cool, Lisa. You must be really good at it then. Y'all, I have 23,000 channel points. I will take the first request. Go. Oh no. Okay, so that's it, guys. It's been good. Thank you all. Thank you for a wonderful stream. Okay. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Let me at least get my gold, my glowstone going here. Nothing. Enhancing mode. Alright, let's get some of this glowstone. There it is. Sounds like my mother, all she wants is meat and potatoes, but if I make Indian food, I'll always have to make double my normal amount. Wow, that's awesome, Kamakwa. I love me some Indian food. High pitched or deep or other? Yeah, that's a good question. What sort of effect would you like on it exactly? Or at least, would you like it high pitched or low pitched? Auto-tune is funny. Yeah, we'll throw some auto-tune on it too. I'll start messing around with it right now, and we'll go with low-pitched unless you guys do want high-pitched. I think high-pitched is a little annoying, don't you think? Okay, we got the glowstone. I'm happy. Let's get down here. Oh, I hope we didn't lose any of that glowstone to the lava down there. Looks like we're safe. Okay, cool. Now, the important part, or now the question is, am I able to make it back alive? I'm not sure. Low, okay. Let's try it. We got 5 set up. Check.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. This is Sing Mode.
Hello. I almost sound like Chris the IT guy, but not really. Let's adjust the pitch. It's Chris. Almost. Why, hello. Oh my. Sing mode starts now. Sing mode, we be singing. We'll be singing the best tune we can for the remainder of the stream. Thank you, Lisa, for requesting Sing Mode in deep mode. Hold on a second, I need to move something around. Oh, that's not working. I need to put that back over here. I need to log out of the game temporarily so I do not die while I fix something so that the timer works properly, but you're still getting your sing mode. Am I right? Sing mode. Sing mode. Sing mode is fun for everyone. Let's see here what this is called. Where's the window? There it is. 5-minute timer. Where is it? I won't be able to read what you guys are saying, but I'll throw this back on so it works. There's the timer, still visible, so you guys know how much time is remaining, is the point. Sing mode, sing mode. Jesus, thank you for the meows. We've got meows, all the meows. For sing mode, sing mode. Everybody loves a good sing mode. Oh, hello, friendo. We are singing. If you want to sing with me, sing with me. Let's pause the music and do some singing to some battle music. Sing mode, sing mode, sing mode, sing mode. Gonna sing about songs, gonna do things and hit some gongs. I've got a gong and I'm not afraid to use it. While I go running around and killing things, hopefully. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's try a different song. Ooh, I like that. Needs more cowbell. Where's the cowbell? Here's the cowbell. Yes, cowbell. Sing mode. Sing mode. We'll sing mode while we hit some cowbell. Yeah, sing mode. Gotta bang on that cowbell, you know what I'm saying. Sing mode with the cowbell effect to it. Marco says, sorry, not gonna sing with you. My wife would be calling the lawyer at this point in the night. I understand that. Yeah. Sing mode. Everybody, sing with me. Well, I mean, you can't really sing with me, but sing at your homes with me. You know what I mean? Sing mode. Sing mode. should be careful that I'm not actually going to hit something. Singing mode is fun, but we'll continue singing over this track. It's pretty lovely, if you know what I mean. That was some fun singing in sing mode. That's right. I do have to make my way back to the base, but I think I'm a bit lost. Just being honest, I might be lost. But after this sing mode, there it is. Oh my gosh, that's not supposed to make that noise. Why is it making that noise? That's horrible. Sorry, everyone. I need to fix that still.
Alright, there we go. Sing mode. Woohoo! Done. Hope you guys like that. It looks like you guys were having some fun with that. I appreciate it. Alright, let's gather ourselves here. Let's go into just chatting screen here and talk about how awesome of a stream this was. Everybody, I appreciate you all being here. This was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. You guys really, 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 really make me feel awesome about doing this and hanging out and entertaining you guys and just playing some block game while we mess around and have some fun. It was great. That's awesome, Nancy. Hey, Shiga. What's up, Shiga? Good to see you. Meows. I guess the meows aren't going to work in this screen. I'm sorry, Cheez-Its. But yeah, what's up, Shiga? Good to see you. Let me see what we got. Let me catch up with you guys. I don't want to miss any of this stuff. Tax, are you going to do 50K? I don't know. Maybe, Cheez-Its. I don't know. How does one of your band songs go? Oh, you know, that would have been cool if I demonstrated some of that. How about we end with some guitar, guys? I'm starting to go to say, yeah, that's right. Let my dog stare at my screen every time she hears me. Oh, that's amazing. It's the beat from Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, it kind of is, huh? You guys, I love it. I love it. This is really cool. So, yeah, have a great night. You too, Coffee. As I said I was going to, so I'll just play a little guitar. Ever since that moment I met you, I can't seem to get you out of my head. Every moment I'm thinking about you. Actually, I don't know the lyrics. I don't really sing. One of these days I'll actually figure out how to sing that, and I'll play it for you guys on stream, but let's just give you a little bit of a sample. If you guys want to look up Wine at the Hilltop on iTunes or Spotify, you'll find the Johns. You'll be able to hear some of our songs on there. What do you say? Oh, you sing and you haven't done before in a stream? No, I haven't. It's hard for me to sing and play guitar at the same time just because I haven't like practiced it enough. Singing Toxic, I love it. Thank you, Aaron. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you, friendo. How are you? Yeah, we'll just we'll figure out who we're gonna raid here, guys. Thank you all for an amazing stream. Mousif, thank you again for the raid. I definitely love and appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful birthday celebration tomorrow. I know you are. It's gonna be amazing. That's something where no, you know, I'll leave it like that. Let's see, who are we gonna raid, guys? Let's figure that out. Again, everybody, I appreciate y'all so much. Let me figure out who we're gonna raid here. We'll get that going, and then wish you all a good night. You know, this is gonna be fun. I'm thinking about maybe we raid up a little bit, but if we raid up, let's like raid. Let's see what's going on here. Oh well, you know what? We need to do the right thing. We need to raid over to a fellow buffoon crafter, and so I love that I have something after me now who I can raid over to, and that's Bam. Let's raid Bam. Let's do it right. Let's show some love and respect. By the way, I should definitely think. Let's here we go. Guys, join me in giving a warm hello to Bam. An amazing dude. Okay, just an amazing dude. He's hanging out on BuffoonCraft, so on the server a little bit longer. So if you guys wanted more of that content, here we go. We're going to raid over to Bam. Go Suns, go! Steve, yes, yes, yes. Steve Surreal, what's up, dude? You're good. That's awesome to hear, Aaron. I'm glad for you, dude. We're in. We're in the finals. Can you believe it, Steve? I'm so happy. I'm so freaking pumped. It's I ordered my jersey already. I had to. I ordered an Ayton jersey because Ayton's from U of A, my alum. So you know, I had to. Great stream, always fun to. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate you all being here. Great stream as always. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you being here and again for being amazing. Have a good night. Thank you, Red Panda. Thank you for your help. Night, Aaron. I appreciate you. Nanty. Woo, Bam. He's hilarious. He absolutely is. There you go. There you go, guys. Copy the appropriate message. If you're subbed, copy the second one. If you're not subbed, copy that first one. Let's head over there and show them some love, everybody. Okay? Let me copy it too myself because I always forget. All right. I love you all and appreciate you. Stay tuned. I'll make some announcements. There'll be some streaming this weekend. There will. There will. There'll be, yes. Please stay tuned. All right, everybody. We're going to try out this new fancy end screen that I have too. Check it out. Bye, guys.